here to bait out the possibility. But yeah, maybe just a kind of frantic mid-round call because RB's spotted on the end of the TP. But a couple of weird walkouts here. Again, I think maybe catching an extra player because they're trying to compensate for RB's position. They're going to invest here, but it's all a fake. We see where the spike is. It's just to draw bodies here in the anti-eco.
They're biting on this, though, and you feel like they have to because they're on that lighter purchase. So Baby Bay gets to farm a little bit. That's one. He's all pretty much alone here. How much damage can one man do? All right, Mr. Charisma. He's got 3. Just farming up the ecos until then. Danby is going to go down regardless. And they've come back around. Why not after the level of success the Baby Bay had? He's created that safety for the plant. Now they wait for the catch on X-Ross, who is on the other side of the map.
Yeah, Baby Bay just used his ult. He's already halfway back, so able to find value here. The round will follow, obviously. Looking very comfortable. It's only Valin missing 1 point. In terms of having every other ult available. Damage here doesn't even really matter. You look at what's behind this for G2.
Nice.
On the first, though.
Oh, it's nice to not feel shut out of
the
game, I guess. You know, and a couple shots. Don't think much else will happen, but, you know, it feels good. Thanks, Ross. Yeah, they've already backed away. So, gonna give himself the Vandal.
And they're letting him know. That's why he's going back to chat. He's just faking. Well. He's just faking as if he's going to go forwards. Now we'll give it up.
There we go. So going to keep the Vandal and move on. But G2's solution has been working wondrously. And maybe it is just overreactions from Nongshim as well to a degree. I feel like they bite pretty heavy on some of these side takes. I was kind of complimenting how proactive they were, but I want to see the balance of understanding when it's that full commitment and when it's not.
Trent impressed from the back lines. Switch up once more. Going to leave Ivy tasked with holding down the B side. G2 actually poised towards mid and A, but again look towards top mid. There's 4 players initially this way for Nongshim. Do they follow through on this pressure early on?
Oh. Well, Chogamo's being caught. That's Danby applying that pressure further, right? Trying to take that aggressive fight and the right read on rotation, but keep your eye on the spike. That's still slightly arving towards the B site. Can they punish any of these over-rotations that Nongshim seem to be getting caught on here?
Haven't conceded a player yet, so Nongshim happy to go forwards outside of A. There's a little bit of pressure, and Ivy actually steps back into the spray.
I'm so surprised he went back for that. He was the solo player on the B side. He had to play really, really cautiously. So now with the plant in play, they pretty much evened the score up. And look at the ults that G2 have to play with.
Leaf's heard this.
Leaf's heard all of this. Now they are clearing middle, but how aware is RB? A little asleep at the wheel. Oh, very asleep. Danby? Come on, man. You got to be a little sharper than that. If that's the path you're taking, and now look at what they've got in middle here. Trent going to catch the cross, joined as well in watching this. Oh, it's just lovely. G2 shouldn't feel any pressure. This is a very good reaction from G2, Mike. I feel like they've got a fantastic beat on the game. Yeah. It's not that flashy, it's in the cooling.
Total control of the map right now. Nongshim can't find space to reposition here. Again, they almost gamble on the fact that Valen's able to cut sightlines from so deep with his utility and then be towards B almost instantly on the back of that. It keeps Nongshim interested. And basically being bullied around the map right now. So the number of times we're seeing Nongshim caught in transition, not even really getting a fair fight.
No, and I don't mean, I don't mind the kind of like 3-man start in middle. I think it was even 4 potentially. But then to fully gamble stack on that A rotation and then over peak on B, you're giving G2 what they want, right? Like after a man loss, you're looking for a pick back ideally, or maybe just gambling on the right side of the map. And the fact they get that is a dream come true. Then you've got the ults to layer in on top if they want to, right? They could always lean towards it. So you'd see Nongshim maybe just get their heads back in the game. They feel a little bit behind the curve here.
Point-based win condition coming out of this. Nongshim timeout has to be around these ultimates. RB the only one missing. And the purchase isn't going to be a full buy. I mean, there's a couple Couple of players buying down, right down to 100 credits, 350 credits here between Francis and RB. So it looks like they want to make a go of things. I mean, at a 6-2 scoreline, you almost have to. And
yeah,
even previously, what was a 9-3 half versus all gamers for G2 on the defense. So really looking to continue that trend regardless of the side. Desperately need to see a response here from Nongshim. And to flip the tempo a little bit on G2. They are in the driving seat right now, but Jorgamo with the right response coming out of their timeout.
Yeah, and look at the amount of space he's been taking here. I need RB to live too. Leaf?
Leaf's going to hear this again.
I think he's hurting.
Right place, right time once more.
He's done exceptionally well. However, the only difference being RB succeeds at holding space on CT. The 3-play pack roaming on those back lines also delivers on the front of Leaf. So we're finally seeing an opportunity now. Francis is going to really take no chances. Ult's coming in, take the space, and try and find a way in. Going to pop another ult in for good measure. They are putting everything they have into this. They needed a way to break back in, and this is looking like the solution. Nongshim finally finds some stability after the timeout.
Doubling down on this proactivity. Finally catching G2 off guard. I mean, Leaf in a position where he's set up to potentially find 2 or 3 kills. I think we're going to see... Oh. Wow. Okay. You can't really fault him for that one.
Let those happen.
Bro, like, come on, man.
Come on, bro.
A bit of frustration. But again, I mean, G2, in anticipation of this, it's already... The precedent's already been set on the side of Nongshim.
Yeah.
So maybe frustration there with just a few engagements not going their way. And costly in terms of ultimates there for G2. Still have the divide and the Francis will be at least identified.
Take flight.
What's the deal with the recon here?
Okay, thank God for that. I thought he was sticking around for a hell of a long time.
Be right back.
Dambi.
Panico?
Yeah, that's his old rip there. And now they follow through now.
Oh, I don't know if I like this. It feels like it's desperate. There's going to be nothing coming out of that, the Nongshim want. Dambi hell-bent on trying to make it stick, but then Jorgamo.
Similar scenes.
Yeah, what is going on between these two? The battle of middle not really settling happily for either side.
Both teams so willing to set the tone of some of these rounds. Not shy away from these engagements here. Leaf in particular once more. Oh, yeah, gets a spot. Great trade from Ivy though.
That's really good from Ivy. Bit of a jump scare after the first, but a very patient round from G2. It feels like they're happy just kind of letting this one simmer for a second. It was that kind of reactive play in middle and now kind of congregating together somewhat, but it's a recovery mission for the spike. So you look at where it's heading, it's going to be A. 17 seconds, they can't really make mistakes here, and RB's got the paranoia.
That missed smoke should be very telling for Nongshim, but they're still curious towards B.
I'm surprised that they haven't backed away. Full faith in RB, and he can only do so much. G2 have carved a path. They've made something out of nothing in this. I thought they had the right read. Huge deny! I guess they don't need to rotate. They've got Ivy still locked in.
Beautiful catch there to deny the plant. Will find number 4.
Oh, it's all smiles.
The clock to decide it for them. In the very last second as well. Look at that, he's so close to the plant. A little bit cheeky with it.
Going for a biff, aren't they? Just about everyone's hit. Oh, that flash is exceptional, but apparently Baby Bay unaffected. Jaw comes back in, and Nongshim in trouble here. It's not stopping though. RB this time does stand his ground. A refight from Dambi. That is just madness at this point, unwilling to let it settle. And it's cost them the player of an even affair.
RB TP'd forwards, by the way, across the choke to get into the fray of this engagement outside A. G2 cut sound here and look to re-aggress towards the choke point. I mean, RB's still here, but only just getting one smoke back now. Ivy not budging.
Hey, didn't need to last time. Might need it this time. Maybe. Let's see. So yeah, all towards the A side. This time around, it's Valorant's job to try and get this done. Even the observer's ready, just in case.
Just ready for another star.
Not to be, so RB going to keep a bit of heaven space. But they're playing 2 on site and 1 towards main for G2. They are ready for that drop. Very nicely positioned from G2. And Ivy this time has to be here.
I'll be maybe reading this as a looser hold here, but a little overzealous.
It's a treacherous drop down, isn't it? Look who's waiting. It's probably death on appearance, G2. Okay, this time around, weather the initial storm over towards A main and then get across the line clean.
Crazy fight.
Yeah,
Comes back to that same point I was saying. Both teams are so willing to set the tone in some of these rounds. They don't want to show any weakness when it comes to this sort of pace. And RB's team is just so bold.
Fine lines, man.
Baby Bay picking up the freebie here. Full flash. Up to 7 now for G2. Again, still got Hunter's Fury in a divide. Let's see a more choreographed set piece here towards B.
I think that's exactly what we're getting. But now we just need to see that Ivy doesn't get caught again. Last time he got caught out a little ahead of this. Gonna play just on the line here. This is a really sketchy position. Gonna start respecting it a touch more. Allow G2 the chance to get the plant down. You're looking at the rest of the team now working their way through, but G2, the pennies dropped. They're already looking back towards middle. It's Baby Bay. Maybe right place, right time. Divide gonna go in, and Baby Bay goes forward. It's a mad fight. And now Trent's under pressure. He's being pushed. Damby's got him dead. Leaf now the only backline player. Trying to keep back 2. Has to outdo this. What's going on there?
Geronimo.
That's unfortunate, really. Leaf still trying to keep these guys in check. He's got no chance against them. So Valen left in a 1v3. Francis on 30 HP, but still very much able to get involved here. Valen trying to find a corner, find a player. Can't deal with Danby. Bounds in and goes for the defuse. NS keeping within touching distance, Mike. They are not out of it yet.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic to see. Nongshim, sorry, get a recovery to 7-5 on the half here, Lauren, but it felt like G2 were in firm control of the majority here.
Very happy to see a resurgence at the very end from Nongshim. Not going to let themselves fall apart in this, going to keep this one very much close to hand and keep competitive. You saw it at the end there. Very, very nice stuff, and a confidence builder potentially for Danby. However, Valina is standing in the crowd with Gentlemates Mini.
Hola Santiago, un aplauso para Mini de Gentlemates. I'm here with Mini from Gentlemates. Mini, do you want to say something to this crowd?
Hola Santiago, hello guys, what's up?
And now Mini, I know it's tough, but I want to know, how is it watching this amazing event from the other side at this time?
I mean, obviously it felt better playing on the stage, but being here, enjoying every last moment I have here, it's amazing and I'm glad to be here.
Definitely. Y bueno, le estuve preguntando también, obviamente es un poco duro estar del otro lado del stage, pero quería saber cómo se está viviendo las partidas también, y dice que es, obviamente prefiere estar encima del stage, pero que lo está pasando increíble y que que quiere aprovechar cada segundito posible acá. So now, also, I want to know for what team are you rooting, but also what team is going to win the Masters, Santiago?
I mean, I'm excited to see Damby Shotgun on the next 2 maps. So here, I'm rooting for G2. After, I think I'm rooting for Damby. And I hope PaperX is gonna win it all, so hopefully PaperX will win, yeah.
Ok, let's see. Bueno, le estuve preguntando también ahora por qué equipo va a animar, por qué equipo va a estar ahí apoyando. Dijo que ahora quiere ver a Damby la Shotgun, cómo la va a estar jugando, pero por otro lado también va a estar por G2 y cree que PaperX va a terminar ganando este evento. Así que vamos a ver lo que va a pasar. Esto es todo lo que tengo por la entrevista, pero quiero saber también si es que ha aprendido algunas palabritas rapiditas en español. Have you learned any words in Spanish yet?
Sorry?
Have you learned any words in Spanish yet?
I mean, hola, me llamo Patrick. Vamos, Gentlemates, viva Chile! That's it.
That's perfect. And the crowd loves it. Thank you very much, Mini. Esto es todo lo que tenemos por ahora, pero quédense aquí porque seguimos con esta partida increíble. Keep here watching because we have this amazing match going on. So back to you guys. Thank you.
Michael, have you learned any words in Spanish while being here?
Let's discuss this. We can take this offline.
Right, we'll circle back around.
Yeah, circle back around to
Perfect, perfect. We'll pick it up in
I'll
teams.
send the invite to you.
Yep, please do. 5-7, if you're just tuning back in. There was a real sign of life from Nongshim there. I actually like what Mini brought up as well, something that I'm quite excited about, the prospect of Dambi on that shotgun, but also Jorgamo as well, the original merchant of that business. Can't wait. But we have to last map one. You absolute misery.
Hello?
Right, it's your round now. You've soured my mood.
Slow push here.
Double duelist, double
Nongshim
controller.
might get caught with the spat. Joglo doing a ton of damage, but
Yeah, unconfirmed, but it's there. Valen, ooh, does get hindered, but does he get to
does he get
live?
caught?
They're trying, Belief. Oh my word, Leaf!
Leave, bro.
Just where the buck stops. 3 big kills, and I thought they could have maybe shut down towards Valen or really
Dambi's
pressured
HP.
it. And you're right, Dambi's on
Dambi.
5, man. Oh dear, it's not a pretty place to be right now.
face. Oh, sure, come on.
Sure. There was a chance. There was a chance there, but G2, I mean, that's a dreamy pistol. 5 alive, everything good, ticking the box. She's starting to feel the game out a little bit. Lovely, lovely work.
Huge bailout here from Leaf. Catch
I was
this.
so worried they were going to close down towards Valen.
Yeah, I mean, RB. He's just looking to pressure towards the initial target, being Valen.
Banda hyped hai bhai.
You just what?
No, I just got 3 kills, guys.
That's what it was.
Guys,
Guys, got 3.
got 3, guys.
Dambi's got a shotgun. It's not the one I wanted, but...
Well, this is your round now, then.
Okay, brilliant. Thanks, man. You know what? You wait to see what he does to Baby Bay. You just wait. You just... Oh!
Pussy, boy, baby.
I've told lies. I've told big old lies. Baby Bay farming. The new age Eco Cobra is here. And RB... got tread down, but Baby Bay is still just racking him up. He got a bulldog out of it. And he's got maybe a chance for this side. He doesn't have any teammates, though. That's pretty tough. RB.
We take those. We'll plant here.
Making something
1v4.
out of it. 30 HP. I think this one might be done. It's done indeed. Okay, so Bulldog.
Did it go over the edge? Valen's just he's dropped a classic, guys.
Yeah, I think it did. They're having a look.
They're having. Of course, we'll have a look.
Yeah, let's have a little watch back again. Baby Babe. Man, this guy is farming him up. See if we can spot it being chucked off the map. I don't think so. I don't think they're in the back,
Jorg already had one, right? So
yeah. So I guess they lost a little. They made something out of nothing. For Nongshim, though, I need them to look a little bit threatening here. Otherwise, I think G's just like slow, mechanical, deliberate approach, which is kind of what the coaching staff wanted, right? Is just play to caliber. Let's just kind of be controlled about this. Let's not make silly mistakes. Let's just keep it clean. And they're doing that, right? There's no big X-Factor players standing out above the rest. It's not these mad Trent rounds or jaw popping off. They don't need it.
Particularly here in the second half, we're looking for Francis to play alongside Dambi. Maybe put some numbers up here because in a much slower half in comparison. So you're going to be walking the tightrope in terms of the finances now. Not necessarily going to want to see Nongshim take too many risks so they can establish some sort of control. Have to be conscious here of an awkward purchase from G2. So they're going to be well invested for the follow-up round. Even here, Leaf not facing off against any light shields with that scope.
The curiosity about this A main is continuing, right? They've just sent the Aldrone to it. You can see that reapproach from X-Ross, but now Dambi, I think he's made his mind up. We need to see that 1-2 punch, right? We need to see that synergy between him and Francis to take space and look like they can create issues. But this fake has drawn a couple of players, but at the cost of what? Look at Ivy's HP, down so low here. And then they're reading that this is a fake. There's no follow-up threat. They've already cleared the space.
Baby Bay is posted on an off angle here as well.
And he's got a Phantom.
Yeah, potentially somebody in transition. The drone.
See.
Slow the approach down, but also Baby Bay able to
come back around here. Couple shock darts. Danby doing a bit of chip on the way, but Babybay's curiosity starting to peak. Danby none the wiser. Babybaby heads him. And look at this, G2 just fighting back in. RB does manage to control it, at least catch one here, so they are not out of the woods just yet. It's a 3v2. Xros and RB trying to play together here, and it's looking like Xros is going to slip back towards A main. The other three actually going to put in the divide. They are going for this one. They see the potential, they see the possibility, and RB can't get away from it. Fated to fall as Xros now trying to play against this, and look at his HP. There is nothing this man can do, and I think he knows it, having to watch that defuse go against him and finally put out of his misery. G2 are crossing the T's, dotting the I's. They are absolutely in control.
I mean, they just fold on this post plant. RB, fortunately isolated here by the divide, has to go for a bold TP to reposition away. There's no counter swing from main. Just get lost in the chaos here. The last two remaining members of Nongshim. No surprise to see a timeout called here. After a bit of a fumble and a bonus conversion for G2. Have good progress here early on for RB for sure for the TP, but outside of that, you're not seeing the crucial ones you want to see. Between Danby, Francis.
Around the G2,
I mean, Valorant also now putting numbers up alongside Babybay and Leaf. Yeah, not really sure Nongshim have got off on the right foot here.
Yeah, and I think that's what worries me. Just because does it affect them for the rest of the game? Again, a lot of these players, not a lot, but, well I guess RB, a lot of these players are still relatively new to these environments. Yes, they had a great first game, but a slow start when it feels as kind of oppressive as this is.
When it looks like a team's getting bullied in terms of the macro, that's when you can come back from score deficits, sure, but
yeah, absolutely.
When you are just out of the game, you don't get a chance to set up, you don't even have a chance to shoot your gun in some of these rounds. Like. They're the demoralizing rounds. You can kind of shrug off a 50-50 coin toss. Some of the situations we've seen are just G2 just brute forcing. Yeah. And that's the hard ones to really deal with.
It's going to kind of test the mental of Nongshim when it goes in towards maybe the later rounds here or into map 2, which will be their choice. Obviously, this is G2's map choice, and you'd argue they're one of the better teams at this too. It's a real strong point. Baby in the right place and potentially right time. Look at the
महंगा पड़ेगा अगर ये राउंड हारे ना बहुत महंगा पड़ेगा.
Core Towers Danby gets a new lease of life, but quickly traded at the loss of Francis. So you look at the mid lurk, going to be handled again. This is a lighter purchase.
Ivy's so early on that as well. Seen him caught off guard a couple of times in this mid position. Here, an upgrade here, at least there's a rifle in the hands of Nongshim.
Yeah, I guess Xros is the X factor.
Jogomo, piche.
Close sight and Trent's caught RB. It's Danby trying to put in some numbers here, but swiftly quelled. There's now just Xros, the last one alive. Position now should be known, and it's just simple stuff from G2.
Clinical.
It is sophisticated dominance. It's not even flashy, really. That's the thing. G2 just going about their business today.
Initially get over the first hurdle for sure, but a lesser purchase here. Weapons from G2 just shining a little brighter. Great catch from Danby, but the fact that Jorgamo is able to get in, equalize the head count
so quickly,
and then get away. G2 up to 11 now. Crucial buy round, if there's ever been one for Nongshim. Got a little bit left in the bank behind this because of the plant, but France is sitting at 3 and 14, just
he's not
barely present here in Abyss, to be frankly
बहुत
honest.
one side है हाँ ना one side तो नहीं है
Nongshim, and we've seen how good they can
ये लोग attack सही से नहीं कर रहे उनका defense उतना भी strong नहीं है senti नहीं है ये लोग defense hold नहीं कर पा रहे I mean attack hold नहीं कर plant के बाद hold नहीं कर पा रहे
Dream to, but the second time of asking, it will be Nongshim trying to get that pressure building. Danby, it's the shotgun, but Jorgamo's got you two right back. And even trade out though this time, and maybe with a little bit of brute force, it's going to work for them, but they have to get that spike back, and in the meantime, Trent's caught one. Don't doubt Trent in these.
Well,
does he read Ivy?
Ivy's finally caught somebody in mid, and will be noted initially here, but Trent knife out behind the smoke, and Ivy will punish. Finally finding something in his mid position. Nongshim do enough damage on the site here to spread G2 a little thinner.
Double controller है ना?
Nice to see Danby having a bit of pop off in this as well. Starting to maybe get himself feeling active in the game. But he had to dig pretty deep for this, because look what Jaw was doing right back to them. So Danby had to go pretty far to claim a little bit of threat on the site. And again, credit in my mind to him. And again, Ivy finding good timing on that middle position. Because last time it felt a bit too fast.
He's getting slapped about in mid in the other rounds where
Nongshim
are prioritizing the extremities here. G2 going forward, so.
Yeah, they want to have a fight here, and Nongshim just going to soak that up. They're going back out. Dampy again! Gonna just take away Valent's chances. As Baby Bay left very alone on the B site. Doesn't get caught yet though. So with a new lease of life, maybe Baby Bay can be the one to stop the run. Nongshim at the door. Oh, great trade from Baby Bay. Still alive, still holding the site. 3 kills, the TP, they had to get away from him.
Get the spike down here, plenty of space to play into here for RB.
Bade mara,
failed
right?
a few times. These later post plants towards A. Baby Bay and Leaf here. The approach back towards site, issue being Ivy's disconnected here. And he's got a lot of stall potential. And Baby Bay down at 46 HP.
Ivy's commitment is towards that CT side. But the spike is ticking pretty fast. They're gonna have to get a go now. They can try and get half, that'd be the dream. They need the block at the bare minimum to try and make this look feasible. They get at least towards half, but that's about it. Oh my God, okay. Gonna catch him on the second attempt of the defuse. Nongshim, not done yet.
Baby Bay फिर से खेल रहा है आजकल. वो पहले से ही खेलता है. Jogomo, Baby Bay दोनों top fragger है भाई.
Went really aggressive on that.
Really did, almost fed into the fire. Great set piece here. It's unlucky not to catch Danby.
बेचारे इसको बेट कर रहा है.
Just the sheer paranoia. Then Valen is on an
खुद तो वापस चला गया.
Nothing to be done. Nothing to be done.
Without a paddle, basically, in the middle of 4 members of the enemy team.
बीच में कुछ हुआ था उससे. एक सीजन होता है यार थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे.
Have to shrug it off now.
Let's go G2.
A Bucky, a Stinger, a couple of pistols thrown in the mix.
I just feel if Nongshim gets past this round, I don't even want to say cleanly because I feel like G2 are going to make them work for it. It feels like it becomes possible, right? The game suddenly starts feeling like there's a bit of play into this, but that middle area is an absolute death trap.
I mean, Ivy got support this time at least.
France is coming back around. Going to be spotted out by Trent's Owl drone. And they continue. And here comes the pressure. Jorgamo hungry for it. Pops the ult. But for only a second.
फिर गया.
It's Baby with Bay the one to draw blood. Okay, this is still keeping me present in this. They've exchanged space, so they will get sight. But look how close G2 are.
Look at the flank coming through as well. Very early on. And leaves the one with the rifle as well.
Nongshim going to get the plant down for now.
Connection's huge on this
Baby
ultimate.
Bay, he's got 4 potential players here. So many bodies to try and do damage to. Extros though, nicely plays out the smoke, but it's messy. It's giving G2 another chance in this 3 against the 2. Francis and Extros have to keep their composure. Oh God, have G2 just broken them in this scenario? Francis has to fight it out. 7 bullets. Oh my God, brilliant. Oh, he's down to the classic. Francis, he can't do it. Trent!
बढ़िया मारा ले लेकिन भाई.
Francis with a fumble, feeling the pressure.
बढ़िया ही मारा.
As G2's cool, calm and collected approach in the end gets him up to 12.
Just when you think Francis is about to deliver a miracle here, the bait into the classic as well just gets ahead of himself ever so slightly. What a manic round this is as well.
Truly.
So crispy on these first 2.
Short.
Trent just looking way cooler under the pressure.
Starting to see that pedigree with these G2 boys as well. Starting to get their real form.
Like you were alluding to earlier.
थोड़ा पैनिक करेगा लास्ट में. हाँ तो 3 बुलेट्स था ना. बेचारा और क्या कर.
Maybe being unfamiliar. Francis the one to try and pave the way here for Nongshim to follow up in round 20.
तुम्हारे गन में 3 बुलेट है. तुम सामने बंदे को मारना कोशिश करोगे.
Everybody on this side of the map here. Plants in.
Oh, they're going aggressive.
Yeah, they're trying to keep space. Bravery, maybe the name of the game.
NT bro, you're done bro.
He's gonna send them scarpering away as G2 flooding
Dono
back in. Soften targets, but Extros doesn't care. Gonna take away Valen, eye up a second. Brilliant work. A third not to be. Jorgamo's there in the blink of an eye, and it's a 3v2. RB and Ivy make it just. Ivy with the stinger. And standing guard is Trent. Falls on one, but Jorgamo on the
GG's.
G2 looking like they ain't breaking a sweat today, baby. Mr. Charisma showing us what it looks like to pick up map 1 here. 13-7.
GG जो है. Yes sir. दिख रहा है क्या? ना बैड. अभी गांड फट जाती. बढ़िया खेला लेकिन. वेलो खेलने जा रहा. नहीं नहीं ऐसे अकाउंट खोल रहा. चेंबर मैंने मैसेज किया था एक्चुअली. What? Hello चैंपियन भाई. यहाँ से यहाँ तक प्लस करता है फिर यहाँ से मार्क्स माइनस कर लेता. खेल रहा तो है भाई. 25 मार तो रहा ये. क्रेजी लूज ट्रिक. खेलता अच्छा है वो. जानते हो क्या चैंपियन को? खेल रहे ना वो. 10-8 स्ट्रीम ही कर रहा होगा फिर. ऐसा इमोर्टल आया था वो मेरे साथ. लॉल भाई 14 17 आई थिंक ये बॉटम है. बॉटम है. ये मिड होगा. बॉटम. ये टॉप है. इनको स्मोकर ही जमता है. ये भी बॉटम. बंदा खेलता है भाई लेकिन टीम थोड़ा बहुत मुश्किल होता है शायद. जी हाँ मेरे दोस्त का दोस्त है. अच्छा चेंबर कहाँ है? चेंबर 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 प्लेस. मिस्टर चेंबर. चेंबर सर बैठा है डायमंड में. आप जानते हो बेरी को? नहीं. एक 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. लीडर बोर्ड पे सर्च करो. बहुत बेरी है भाई यहाँ पे. ब्लूबेरी स्ट्रॉबेरी ऑन ब्लूबेरी बेरी एस्टेक G6. यही है क्या? नहीं, ये तो बेरी का है। नहीं, ये भी नहीं है। आई थिंक यही होगा। $81 आ रहा है, यही है। इसकी पीक क्या है? लिमो 300 आ रहा, ओके 330 आ रहा। भाई कल गार्डियन बोल रहा हूँ, गाया वैंडल आ जाओ यार प्लीज, ये को मेरी आईडी में पुश करना है। पेपर एक्स को ऊपर रखा है भाई, वाह। हेलो ए ओ बाय द वे नेक्स्ट मैप कौन सा है? एबिस कोरोड स्प्लिट रखा है भाई बात। आई थिंक ये मैच कोरोड में ही खत्म हो जाएगा क्योंकि G2 कोरोड अच्छी खेलती है भाई। अगर G2 यहाँ पे जीती G2 upper bracket finals.
Exactly. Not only that, they are ready for the switch up, and when they go into the side and Ivy's there, they're like, oh, the side is empty. They're pushing from behind. Even in some of those rounds when they lost to that, just because of the prowess of Nongchen's individuals, they were aware of what was happening.
Yeah, and Mitch, you asking us about Baby going into this one. I think it's rightfully so that he was the big question. He was very often being asked to solo take these sites, solo fake, and I felt he was having a really great game in it. It's an excellent
तो पेपर एक्स अभी जीतेगी तो उसको और बहुत चांस है भाई। यहाँ पे जीती तो यहाँ पे भी जीत सकती है।
3K in round 13. It's a tight game. You've moved over to the defense side, and Leaf gives them just the boost they need.
I think it's so important because the mid fight was another topic. Like I think G2 had a lot of control from their attack on that part of the map. But when they swapped onto the defense, you have to be so aware of all the tools that Nongchen have, especially
Chinese है भाई ये तो
all gamer. He hinders, he moves straight onto the side. Jogema had already had some presence on me, goes mid, goes back, Liv supports with that, gets an impressive 3K, and Nongchem is not ready for the amount of players that were waiting for them on that choke.
1, 2, 3 तो फिर इनका टफ होगा भाई यहाँ पे। ये मैच भी टफ ही है एनर्जी और इसका। वो कल BBL मारी लॉल भाई।
Let's hear from Nongchem Red Force. Coach Anon took a moment to speak with our representative ahead of map number 2.
Jen here with Silkanen of
Hey.
Now, Coach, you guys had a tough time dealing with G2's game plan in map 1. What was the biggest thing you had to address before in map 2?
पेपर एक्स से BBL होगा शायद ना रे भाई।
저희가 1세트 들어와서 이제 아무래도 저희가 이제
에너지 아이기 नीचे आज।
이제 챔피언스에서 보던 G2라는 좀 강한 팀을 만났다 보니까 저희가 지금 상대를 너무 의식하는 것 같아서 이제 좀 그런 느낌 말고 2세트에 들어갔을 때는 우리 주맵이기도 하고 좀 싸움의 디테일만 좀 더 올려서 들어가자라고 이야기했습니다.
I think on map 1 we were giving them too much respect because, you know, we're playing up against a team that we've been watching when we were in Ascension.
I guess energy lower mein hak dega.
So I think that was type of a mental issue, paying them too much respect that we had. But coming into map 2, it is our strongest map, one of the strongest maps. So I think we should have the confidence that we need to push it through. Thank you so much and best of luck.
We've got every reason to have some confidence in a run back here from Nongshim Red Force coming into Corrode. The last time we saw it from G2 at this tournament, it was pretty rough up against PRX, and it is that map where they try and run the ISO.
PRX ka naam de rahe.
You said you were a little bit suspicious of that comp, but you do feel like the pieces, especially for ISO,
कितने टाइम में चलोगा तू? हो जाएगा अभी almost.
Can really help G2 assert themselves on the map.
I felt like the problem in the PaperX game wasn't the composition, it was the execution. The micro for G2 was incredibly off. We saw a huge amount of individual errors and also just mechanical issues. Jaw lost seemingly every single fight in the ISO. That was G2 out of sorts. I don't think, though, the theory of this composition is flawed. And in fact, I think tools like the undercut that you're alluding back to there are very nice to completely cut out and execute from a team like Nongshim.
Darby, those going to be back on the Neon.
It's Jogamo going to do that. There's no way, right?
I mean, well,
not the
yeah,
Brim.
not the Brim.
Don't believe him. Talk about
what?
This guy's the GOAT. He played so well.
What? ISO?
On this map, he decimated mates on Nongshim's attacking side.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that I'm also looking at Extros. I think that both in the time where they played against mates and also in Abyss, I was expecting a little bit more.
भाई ये लोग troll कर रहे हैं क्या? Hello?
That him and RB were
भाई ISO?
And probably with this
opponent में Euro और ये है भाई. Hello? क्या करना चाहते हो? जोगमो भाई? पहले ही बता तो जीतना नहीं है तो.
Re-clearing space in the mid-round and then going into retakes while giving a bit of respect to Dambi so they're not getting horribly caught off by his Neon.
We're going to be looking to G2 to be experienced in protocols and dealing with this very aggressive style. There's a lot of tape on Dambi being aggressive, getting in with those shotguns, and G2 have to maintain that composure to manage it. Time to jump into map number 2. Over to you guys.
क्या problem है ISO से? अरे इस map पे ISO बेकार है भाई.
Well, I think
जैसे shield ISO की shield activate होती है ना, वो लोग spam करते हैं, wallbang मारते हैं.
I want to see one G2 looking better on the same page.
करोड़ पे कभी ISO मतलब.
Because when we saw them here, Mike, we were left wanting, well,
a lot more.
Yes.
देखते हैं. Let him prove me wrong.
G2 themselves would feel that way.
क्या करता
I think Mimi's kind of.
मैं लिख के दे सकता हूँ जब ये shield on करेगा ना तब पिटेगा.
Things were going not necessarily in coin flicks, but in situations where traditionally, historically, you'd see them really excel. They struggled massively previously.
Oh, makes sense. याद रखूँगा.
I want to come back to that.
भाई नहीं भाई, मतलब तू entry के लिए एक wall बना के घुस सकता है, ठीक है? But अगर उन्होंने तेरा shield तोड़ दिया तो तेरा GG है भाई. क्योंकि shield टूटने पे sound आती है और वो sound आई, then you are.
I'm with you on that because Dambi is now on that.
खलास है भाई, तुम्हारा खेल खलास है.
Really caught our eye.
Nah bro, nah. देखना अभी मुझे नहीं लगता वो कुछ कर पाएगा.
Well, he's found one. It's Francis to fall, but Dambi right back to business. Going to secure the site for Nongshim.
कहाँ है? वो देखो ISO देखो पूरे मैप में. अभी भी B में. हाँ सही बोल रहे हैं. भाई मैं सही बोल रहा हूँ. पिटेगा भाई ये गंदा पिटेंगे. या तो उसको टाइमिंग पूरे टाइमिंग पे खेलना पड़ेगा. अभी देखो टाइमिंग खेल रहा हूँ पूरा. बोला ना. अरे उससे अच्छा कुछ और फास्ट एजेंट ले लेते ना. उनके पास दोनों फास्ट एजेंट है भाई. ड्यूलिस्ट नियॉन भी फास्ट है, वेले भी, यूरो भी फास्ट है. तुम उसके अगेंस्ट तुम आइसो खेल रहे हो एक स्लो एजेंट ऐसा. लाइक how the fuck bro? How the fuck do you think you can hold? I think decider जाएगा भाई. अगर ये मैप decider गया तो पेपर एक्स का और लेट हो जाएगा यार. कब सोएंगे भाई हम? हेलो G2. देखो जोगमो को कॉल करता हूँ. Oh, Momo ने कॉल किया था.
So for Nongshim, this is a great start, right? If it was a confidence conversation, this will certainly help, as now Dambi wants to go farming. He's got a stinger and every opportunity to do so, but G2 have rewarded away, and they do at least get the ult orb, so that's a nice bit of silver lining for them. Nongshim will need to start deciding where they want to head here.
Leaf playing super deep towards elbow here. Jim still trying to piece together exactly what's going on here, but RB will be rewarded for his patience. Catch onto Trent and Babybay.
Yeah.
Thin out G2 a little bit. Well, should be next on the cards here. Jim looking to press right on through to B site.
Yeah, and it's a matter in my mind of, well,
matter in my mind of damage here for Leaf.
Yeah, if Leaf can do any more, I'll be quite impressed. Dumby, I mean, this guy is dead, is what he is.
Yeah.
He went for it. Can they filter back the weaponry?
Nah, bhai, nah.
Did he get it?
I don't know if they got that in the end. Unsure. We'll see. Do see a stinger being chucked about, but I don't know if that was just reinvested by Dumby. But still, the Bulldog certainly remains, so the bonus is going to be relatively intact for Nongshim. Leaf did well to actually even do some damage there, to be honest. It felt like that was
अभी buy round है, अगर अभी नहीं निकला ना.
Comfort found by Nongshim. It feels like these last couple of rounds is just
Nacho,
building that back up, allowing Dumby to feel out the game a bit, because he hadn't had much play in the first map.
Maybe a turn of pace towards B here. G2 well equipped to deal with it. Nongshim decide to proceed forwards. The third player effectively positioned here. Confirmation will come through off the flash. We'll draw Leaf back a little closer.
Dumby, well,
what?
I mean, this guy is going to be in your face the whole time, but Leaf has been able to catch the players behind him. They focused on that CT side, so Leaf was able to catch and punish as they tried to flood through. Still going, drops to third, but the problem is it's only been Leaf so far.
अभी देखना जोगमो को देखना.
Judge is going to be brutal trying to build it back through towards the site, but it allows for a trade. Jogomo going to land it, Dumby's gone down, and Ivy...
आगे खिला, जोगमो को आगे खिला, शेड लगा लिया है बड़ी और लॉल भाई.
Gonna be walking this. He's been spotted. Shield now gone.
Tamam.
Time on his side. Jaw does not care. Doesn't give a damn. But how costly was that?
Ivy trying to get a little antsy here. Trying to play super aggressive, not allow Jogomo any space to breathe. A crucial headshot found, but you're absolutely right. Costs them almost everything after Leaf finds 3. Great hold from him initially. G2 reading into this bonus attempt very well.
Nice, let's go!
Another judge out for Babybay. Trent struggling as well.
I mean, Valent's barely off the starting box.
Yeah, I mean, actually, Leaf does have the pit, so he can happily ride this out with a judge.
I think his aim is the only thing that he can save them.
Right is wrong to previously have the desk noted on.
But एक problem है यार, वो जब shield लगाएगा ना, तब तक उसकी position जाएगी. That is very bad. Aizo is a पूरा aim duel भाई. तो कुछ भी करेगा तेरा sound आएगा. तेरी पोजी पता चल जाएगी.
So still a very fragmented purchase. And on the other side, Nongshim do have the advantage in the purchase here themselves. And they've already taken that kind of A main build-up space.
Jogomo, देखते पिटता है कि मारता है.
Backside here, going to be checked on and spotting Francis. Teed up for success there. I think Jogomo may just not expecting that position to already be controlled by Nongshim.
Flash doesn't catch either, so Trent
what the heck?
Necessarily reading that Francis is still this close, but opts not to proceed. Pit's actually dropped now outside B. The window of opportunity to pressure towards Leaf on this judging will be identified very early on.
Yeah, but he's still Leaf. He's still standing. He does go down. I thought he was on for the second. And I think Xros did take a good chunk of damage, but he does get to breathe and they get the sight. The plant should be up next. I don't think there's much to deny that. And you look at what they're left with. A stinger with Trent, Babybay, no shield and a judge.
बहुत मुश्किल है भाई ये मैच जीतना.
अटैकिंग
में तो वो और चूदेगा. डिफेंस में तो अलग चूद ही रहा है, बट अटैक में और चूदेगा. गलत कॉम चुन लिए ना भाई तुम.
Very slim. Xros the only one who's potentially able to be caught, and I think he knows it. This one's really not playable.
No. Maybe given a chance to find an exit here, do some damage to the overall economy. Not going to have too much of an impact though. You know, ideally want to see RB and Francis slip away. Not going to catch the last player. Low HP Xros. Only real feasible target that Babybay had with the judge at that sort of range, so we'll give it up. Didn't even catch the timing on the pit there. Was there some pressure towards Leaf? potentially, or was it the pressure over on the other side? Yeah, does he rotate out of the pit? Again, it drops.
Was near, right? Like,
yeah.
he was still kind of flashing and trying to keep some presence on it, but still, I'd hate to see it being just two one-sided maps. It just feels like we're not seeing this fight between the two of them. Right, I want to see a bit more of a reaction from G2 if this kind of falls into the same category.
क्या सोच के लिया फिर ये कॉम्प पता नहीं कुछ नया करने गए थे शायद उनको लगा होगा ओपोनेंट डबल ड्यूलिस्ट नहीं खेलेंगे डबल कंट्रोलर खेलते तो ठीक था लास्ट मैच डबल कंट्रोलर था ना तो वो सोच के हो सकता कुछ नहीं होगा ये मैच बेकार है
how they want to play, right?
Yeah.
Instead of shoehorning something else in, but the Coinbase win condition here for G2 in the timeout. Not much to really pin hopes to, but we'll try and muster together maybe a couple of purchases. Jorgo is still sitting on the ultimate, but nothing else to really invest here. Baby Bay yet to get on the board.
I mean, neither's Trent, neither's Valen. It's been really, really quiet from them. They feel like they're constantly a little bit behind in my mind when it comes to how Nongshim are approaching this. It is only round 5, so it is still very early. So maybe just kind of, I think I'm a little bit soured from when we last saw G2 here, that I'm seeing what feels like a bit of a similar scene.
A bit of a weird buy actually though, because I didn't even spot that. I mean, I saw Baby Bay die, but he's obviously full invested back into this. Valen and Trent sitting on 2100 and 1600, so we'll throw the balance of the overall economy in a weird spot here for G2.
Yeah, it feels like they don't want to let go of just ecoing out around, but they are going a bit more aggressive down middle to try and take space, but Nongshim are direct in approach. Not really too fussed about feeling out the purchase when you got Dumby doing this, taking space and taking names, and looking to follow up is Trent on the other side, yet to even really get the ball rolling. I wouldn't even be flashing through that. I don't want him to know I'm there.
I want nothing to do with that.
Screw it, and Leaf has just been warded off the side. He can't even really play on that B side. The Guardian, not enough to really seem that threatening. As now they try and build back up here. Nongshim already looking to react towards that CT side. Dumby again going to drop another body. Find another player to punish as Jorgamo, the one to try and save the day. Dumby doesn't give a damn. This guy is just roaming the site and just taking body after body left in his wake. And Trent's barely moved in this. He sent forward the dog. He's done what he could, but Dumby is where the story ends. It's 4 for him.
Baby Bay retreated very early on in that exchange. Again, brought down to 0 credits now. Tasked with holding onto the rifle, but challenges in spawn, and RB will remove it. Nongshim up to 4 now and starting to hit their stride. Looking to stretch their legs a little bit now. Damby on the signature weapon. You were so excited to see, Lauren. 4 kills for him there.
And look at it, you can see why, right? So much confidence. Something that, again, whether we agree or not, they said was lacking in map 1. This time, certainly igniting a bit of that reality that he can make him look like any other player here. As G2 just still chucking in a bit of a purchase.
Trying to try and challenge here with the Sheriff initially. Identified.
Let's go. Mar. Trent. Mar,
stunned up, not in what he wanted to be doing, but still, Joy, you got to lock in on this one, man. Even Mimi saying it on the desk there, it wasn't a pretty sight before, but he's done well to make it out of that, and he will be unscathed on the return.
Ivy was looking that way the whole time.
Okay, down to just 2, Exros and Francis trying to pick their poison here. They know that Baby Bay's only on that Sheriff, and maybe considering trying to police the weaponry just for a moment or two. Let it settle as Exros is still trying to cautiously work out a B main. They know that also Jaw is around this area.
Jaw's going to tuck into elbow here.
Can't really overextend.
Yeah, probably happy to concede the plant because he's conscious. Somebody's lurked all the way through top mid here, but isolated. The paranoia building in the back lines.
Jorgamo, I think by bottom frag karega ye map.
Any weapons from this? I don't think from this approach Valen will. There's the upgrade for Baby Bay. No shield to play with though. He's going to have to wait a little bit of a second for Valen to get around into a position they can work from. All going to identify Valen. That's a really good piece of timing on it too. It keeps them able to focus a little bit towards mid. Eye up CT side. They know there's another player trying to work off this. They've got the drop on Baby Bay here. Francis on a bit of a deeper corner, but it's red. Oh! That is magic! Absolute magic! We wanted more from Francis. I'll take a bit of that.
Beautiful stuff. And again, this is almost a bigger win for Nongshim, considering G2's purchase doesn't necessarily stabilize out of this. G2 teed up to really convert this round. Oh, crispy one tap there from Francis. We're seeing hints of him being a little more present here on map 2. All things considered, I mean, they come out of that exchange of rounds with the finances in a better spot than I would have anticipated.
Yeah, I'm quite
surprised. The loss bonus taken effect.
Yeah, and Leaf, oh, doesn't even get a look in. This guy is the real deal here, Dumby.
I think short miss.
Let this guy run rampage. 3 kills. I've never seen the Odin move so fast. As it's on Valen and Baby Bay. Francis has this corner. And it just feels like this map is not from
map
one-sided
hai bhai.
G2 showing shades of
NS
what we didn't
one-sided
like
hai
in
ye
the
map.
past. Dumby waiting.
भाई कॉम्प ही गलत है. अटैक में कुछ होगा, डिफेंस में क्या ही करेगा. अटैक में भी I don't think so कुछ करेगा.
What feels like, well, it could have been their death, but a new lease of life here. A little bit of time to play with, but not a great deal. And Francis on the case. That was what was missing from that map 1. We didn't see him be that like next layer. This Baby Bay just trying to make his way out of the smoke ain't gonna even matter. This is Nongshim all day long, and Mike, I think we're gonna be seeing just 2 one-sided maps.
Absolute stranglehold here from Nongshim in more ways than one. Again, they've got them just on the back foot permanently. Leaf here, postured up again. You're expecting maybe a judge and
क्या करेगा तू कुछ नहीं कर सकता मेरे भाई, तू कुछ नहीं कर सकता.
So far forwards. A great flash over the top actually from Francis to set that in motion.
Odin दिखा रहा है वो
बंदा. Francis not putting up numbers in the first. He still now has that supportive tool.
Bro be like, you cannot do anything here. तो शील्ड डालेगा, शील्ड के अंदर तेरी मारूंगा. तो वॉल डालेगा, वॉल तोड़ के मारेंगे. देख कैसे बैठा है, देखो.
But here, Nongshim don't care. They'll go through whoever's in their way. They're not even just trying to eye up that like pressure towards the A side that we saw kind of be a bit.
पूरी टीम नहीं खेल रही क्योंकि
this is just we go where we want. We don't really care who's standing in our way.
बहुत बुरा एजेंट है यार. अगर तुम ऐसे मतलब मैप देख के तो ले लो ना भाई. तुम लोग VCT खेल रहे हो यार, मास्टर्स खेल रहे हो, और अगर यहाँ हारे तो फिर लोअर ब्रैकेट्स पहुंचोगे. थोड़ा तो सीरियस. लास्ट मैच क्या जीत गए, इतना कॉन्फिडेंस पे आईसो.
Opening rounds of this first half. Baby Bay and Valen on ultimates, but it's now.
इन दोनों का देखो, बेबी बे 2 किल. क्यों? क्योंकि तुम्हारा ड्यूलिस्ट सेकंड जो है वो स्लो ड्यूलिस्ट है. अभी बेबी बे अकेले डैश मारेगा अंदर तो ऑब्वियसली कुछ कर ही नहीं पाएगा ना, क्योंकि दूसरा तो अभी भी लॉबी में ही है, मतलब मेन में ही है. तेरे स्पीड को नहीं पकड़ पाएगा. अभी इनको देखो, योरो और नियॉन को देखो, दोनों एक साथ घुसते हैं साइड. G2 भाई, गोल्ड वाले प्लेयर में भी इतना दिमाग होगा कि वो 2 ड्यूलिस्ट अच्छे वाले लेंगे भाई इस मैप पे. ले फिर चुक गया ये. मैं डॉज कर रहा हूँ, मैं यहाँ बैठ के उसका फ्लैश डॉज कर रहा हूँ उससे. फिर भी वो बाकी टीम के ऊपर है. हाँ बट वैल्यू नहीं है ना. 1v1 तो फाइट लेके लास्ट. ये भी देखो ना, अगर तुम इसके मैचेस देख रहे हो, रिप्ले करके देखो, पीछे आके देखो, हर बार वो लास्ट में जिंदा बचता है. वो मार रहा है, ठीक है, उसका एम है, ड्यूअल ले रहा है, बट टीम के लिए क्या वैल्यू निकाल रहा है? कुछ नहीं निकाल रहा. हर बार लास्ट तक जिंदा बचता है और 1-2-3 लोगों को मारता है, उसके कारण ऊपर है वो. बट राउंड्स निकल रहे क्या? नहीं निकल रहे.
Even at this point, the damage doesn't mean really too much. Nongshim will find number 7. Everybody's sitting comfortably above about 3,500. So, I argue with these ults coming online, they're going to be very, very well situated for the last few rounds.
ऐसे ही एक्सप्लेन करते रहो. मेरा गेम सेंस ट्रैश है थोड़ा. ना भाई, अरे सब मतलब खेल के ही पता चलता है. अगर ये लोग डबल कंट्रोलर खेलते ना, ये एनएस वाले, तो डेफिनेटली वो अच्छा पिक था.
some of these engagements, I mean, they were
ISO अच्छा पे double controller killing
map in some situations on map 1.
And look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this tempo. The power.
देखो वो कितनी तेजी से घुस रहे देखो भाई उनको देखो तो
Let's see where the layers are. Anything else to help him out in this one? Baby's going for it. Tries to go
गया
back.
मर गया
Tries to offset it. Dambi just sees it as a red flag.
ये भी गया तू गया भाई तू गया.
Just set to succeed. The only difference maker is Valen. It's Leaf finally coming back through.
चलो भाई एक round तो निकला.
That's what it takes for G2 to find a response here. A fast and furious round here over towards A. I think Dambi's almost expecting an extra body behind.
Miss किया उसने.
Trent, I believe, towards spawn, but Leaf and Valen is able to apply enough pressure here, and actually dodges the flash.
इन दोनों ने मारा भाई.
Another 3K from him, up to double digits now, but G2, that's only their second.
Feels like just a breath of fresh air after what was a very suffocating first half potential.
Caster भी like roll कर रहा हूँ मैं तेरे को.
Off to B we go. This one they have done well at. Shaw is waiting towards that CT side, but they're still filtering out. This doesn't really deny the scale up that Nongshim like to do. And look at RB's position. Does it get checked
Gaya.
by Joy? It doesn't matter
Gaya.
again. This is great priority work from Nongshim. Taking away that comfort on CT instantly. And they've got the pit to throw down if they want to.
चलो ये round पे NS ले जाएगी.
This is looking wrapped up with a bow. Where is the reaction from G2? Where do you go now?
Have a little bit of
Where do you go now? Lower bracket.
Towards elbow, but it's Dambi on the other side. Judge in hand.
Why, bro? Why? Why you are saving? Oh fuck!
How is he still standing? He got to go back for seconds. He doesn't know when he's dead. And Nongshim are there alongside him this time. France
Why do you grow, brother? You go home. Why do you save energy? Plane के लिए. Ticket खरीदो और घर जाओ.
As Baby Bay can't make it happen now. Nongshim are looking just different.
Low bracket लगाओ. नहीं डिसाइडर होगा ना. स्प्लिट पे अगर इन लोगों ने सही मैप मतलब ड्यूलिस्ट चुनी ना तो निकाल सकते हैं. नहीं तो नहीं.
I take it all back. He looks good on the shotgun.
Hell yeah, he does. And that's gonna feel so good as a
चूतिया पर तो किया भाई. गलत ड्यूलिस्ट लिख.
I was going to say, it must feel awful on the other side.
मैं स्टार्टिंग में ही बोल सकता हूँ कि मतलब अगर एजेंट पिक सही नहीं है ना तो मैच खत्म है.
Embracing it,
embodying it almost at this point, right? Try and stop me. There's the challenge.
मैंने स्टार्ट में ही बोला था याद है.
Are you up for the fight? Leaf is trying to be right, slipping in towards this pit here.
When is Paper X game next और एक मैप के बाद?
How do you win that?
Show me his POV of that.
Because you saw nothing.
इसको शील्ड तोड़ के भी मारा ना उसने अगर. चलो बढ़िया.
That's better. They've at least got a body back. 4v4. The purchase is far from perfect either.
Issue being though, look at the progress made elsewhere by Ivy.
They're off.
Raze और वेले अच्छा है स्प्लिट पे. नियॉन भी अच्छा है. Raze and Neon. या फिर Jet and वेले दोनों अच्छे. ड्यूलिस्ट ऐसा लो कि आप दोनों को कवर कर पाओ. अब यहाँ पे देखो आईसो एक स्लो ड्यूलिस्ट है और वेले एक फास्ट ड्यूलिस्ट है. कॉम का है. वेले एकदम से घुस जाएगा अंदर. आईसो क्या करेगा? मेन में देखे मच्छर मारेगा. ये देखो उनकी देखो भाई क्या कर रहे. देखो क्या करेगा जोगोमो. कुछ नहीं कर सकता तू भाई. तेरा जीजी है. तू मार रहा है. आई डू अंडरस्टैंड बट टीम के लिए वैल्यू नहीं है.
He was on form in map 1, farming it up here. Oh, it's rough days ahead, rough waters at 9-2. Nongshim, this is the team we wanted.
Last round in G2 just had the wind knocked out of them so early on in this half. What? What did he see there? What was
Bro,
that?
you deserve 257k subs.
Tip of his judge. You see the space there, it's like, huh?
Yeah, literally.
So he's not even got the benefit of the near sight there.
आप वही 60 हर्ट्ज वाले.
Crazy catch by Francis.
क्यों भाई
Up to
हेलो.
double digits now for him. So everyone wanted to see him come online. He's absolutely shining alongside Dambi now, who's now on an Odin.
Oh God. The combination just sounds atrocious, doesn't it? Valen checked on, dealt with. They feel it out. They read the game. They're reading everything G2 want to do. And Jaw going to be checked on, teed up to be absolutely deleted.
Doesn't matter the gun. It just
doesn't
moves
matter.
different, man.
It is something special to witness, but Baby Bay trying to put up a fight here. Dumby. Dumby. Oh! He doesn't stop. And leaves position.
NS वाले troll कर रहे हैं इनको.
And he is the
शर्म करो G2.
Doing it for sheer fun of the game. Dumby coming alive. 20 kills in one half bike. That is an electric level of form he has upswing to. Abyss feels like a lifetime ago. This is a different team.
क्यों क्या हो गया ऐसे ही पूछ रहा था बस हंस रहे हो मेरे गरीब पर हैं क्यों भाई कौन हंस रहा है मैं भी 60 हर्ट्ज पे हूँ खेलता हूँ ब्रो I'm talking about Peg bro मैं क्या भाई मैं तो भाई बचपन से ही गरीब हूँ भाई अगर अटैक में कुछ थोड़ा सा कॉन्फिडेंस आती है टीम पे तो ठीक है भाई वो डैम्पी का पूरा मोरल बूस्ट हो चुका है भाई उसको पता है ये दोनों ड्यूलिस्ट निकम्मे हैं क्या करेंगे
pero como si hubieran visto un ace clutch o algo así por el estilo. Y cuando yo diga para, todo el mundo en silencio. David, cuando quieras.
मैं भी डायमंड ही हूँ Here is how Pegasus भाई got this name क्या भाई हेलो
David, cuando quieras.
नाम खराब कर रहे हो
¿Se sienten bien? ¿Se sienten bien? David, cuando quieras.
वो दोनों ढोल लो जोगोमो के सर पे जाओ और बजाते रहो 4 मिनट तक चलो उसकी वजह से हारे मैं
Son increíbles, ¿no? Son increíbles. ¿Qué tal una última? Pero reventemos, reventemos. David, cuando quieras.
He watched a lot of frag videos, then thought it is kind of sus. But he can't just put Pegasus. बस साढ़े Pegasus एक घोड़े का नाम है ठीक है ना जाके गूगल में सर्च करो
20-7 across that opening half. He says it's only really Leaf that's able to put up any sort of resistance. Would have to get off to a flying start here on the attacking side. They have any hopes of getting back into this, but I don't expect Nongshim to let up at all. 4-player drift into mid very early on here.
Pegasus से मुझे Beyblade आ जाता है, same bro. वो भाई अल्ट्रा गो Pegasus देखो कुत्ते की तरह पिटते देखो शील्ड लेके यूटिलिटी क्या कुछ है ही नहीं वैल्यू के लिए चुद गए भाई चुद गए जीजी लेगो गाइस जीजी इनके लिए they deserve this.
You got 3 more, 2 more, make it real. You had me believing, Trent. You had me believing. But Nongshim up to 11, Mike. This is blinking your misses.
Your Pegasus, which really is kind of sus.
Expecting obviously some investment here with how we saw the first half go, but the drop of the wall here. Nongshim in position to farm in mid.
What a weight off their shoulders as well, though. You've got to see it.
Definitely, yeah.
Totally different look.
To come back to the interview as well, obviously the discussion in between must have just been, guys, like, we need further commitment to what we're doing. Like I said, it wasn't really, for me, about respect. It was still very proactive on Abyss. It just fell short in other areas. So if that is the general consensus, what a positive map 2 is going to be going into Split in particular.
Just kidding, bro. It's okay, it's okay.
It's certainly a wake-up call for G2. If they thought they were in cruise control, they have absolutely been put on notice now. As Baby Bay sent forward, as RB sees all of it, and doesn't
Dampy ही farm कर रहा है, what the
But he's going to know the plan. Now they prepare. Dumby ready. Going to be able to reposition a touch here. Doesn't really back down. Going to be forced to. That's huge from Leaf.
बड़ा मारा.
The upgrade here, Jorgmo now got the Bulldog in hand. Plant will come through. 3 left standing for Nongshim. Oh no.
Beautiful, beautiful control from Leaf. It's going to be found in the end, but again, he's given them great numbers to play with here, and Jorgmo can hopefully backfill that space. He does. It's good work for G2. It is a very long road, though. Not going to lie to you about this one. It will take one mad round from Dumby. It's going to take one mad moment from Francis. And this can be put to bed pretty quickly, but...
My channel name is...
the game feel possible. I'm all aboard.
Heroine लिख देता ना. Let's go, G2.
Flipping the round 2 here now gives them a little bit of a buffer. Some upgrades found. Leaf pick up a scope here to potentially farm.
Just don't buy any shotguns anywhere. Just don't do it.
Wow. Ooh. Is he cycling one across? Not sure if there's one on the floor for Danby, but...
No, what?
For G2's sake, I hope not.
Lol. Heroine. Heroine in the sense actress.
Down middle. Now, looking at Trent's position, it feels like they're
हमारी language में heroine को actress
बोलते हैं. Proactive on these sort of rounds. Bay going to note the first and teed up. Lovely work between him and Jorgmo just to facilitate that pick and open up the A site. So that should be a very clean plant, and this should be just so telling that there is that mid pressure, or they've taken space or gone for a stack, as it's completely clean sailing over towards A.
Really, Francis the only one with investment here to maybe do some damage.
Oh.
And not going to matter too
Bro, I
much
don't do drugs. अबे साले. Heroine सिर्फ drugs ही नहीं होती. मूवी के हीरो को हीरो बोलते तो फीमेल वाले को क्या बोलते हो? हीरोइन ही तो बोलते हो ना. अरे पता है वो तो दूसरे हीरोइन की बात कर रहा हूँ. जोगमो मैं क्या बोला? लास्ट तक बचता है मेंडी. तो जीत तो रहा है कम से कम थोड़ा बहुत. बेइज्जती बच रही है.
And okay, so actually quite costly for G2 in the end.
Yeah, just the Bulldog and the Vandal carried across, so will force a couple of purchases. Talking about already on his ultimate here in round
Dampy 21 kills, bro. Salute
across
by
the board for Nongshim to maybe stabilize here. In that regard, no real notable progress other than Nightfall potentially, but again, even if we get that far, Nongshim can find a response.
Hi, am I Harami?
Potentially seal the deal with
मैंने कब बोला भाई?
a couple of players going to be struggling behind this for G2. Again, yeah, focus towards mid once more, at least curiosity outside of Francis and Danby.
I just don't know if G2 even respect that smoke though. They can work through that.
Omen Chuda. Omen Chuda. Omen Chuda. Omen Chuda. Omen Chuda.
Houston allow that green light to go. RB going to shift back. Doesn't want to outstay his welcome here. Really the only one present on the A side.
But फिर भी मरेगा भाई.
Down too early and he doesn't. That's clean work.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's a newly
Jogomo missed.
RB who still has that paranoia to play in, and he's got the support system of Danby now on the side of the map.
अब अगर तुम लोग साइड के अंदर आ गए तो तुम लोग चुदे. वाह क्या फ्लैश है भाई.
Fantastic. Jorgmo shut down.
They're reading the elbows the next kind of priority focus. Dumby then set in. The Prowler not going to make it around the corner, but Francis certainly does. Trent! Big
nice
kill coming in for the Seekers. It's desperation! Is X-Frost going to deny anything back here?
Hello?
Making it up to 12. G2, this map, you might want to sooner forget it.
You know, to obviously get a couple of rifles back into this, but as I said, 2 players struggling financially.
क्या था वो last वाला?
Again, the aggression on display once more from Nongshim. The
ये
coordination
क्या
is
था
just
भाई?
beautiful.
कैबेज को मारते मारते उसको भी दे दिया.
The clearance outside, and then again just immediately clearing back into elbow.
Is this self realization?
It's a weird buy, but in their hands, I believe in it pretty firmly. 2 judges coming through, Francis and Danby both on towards it. The other side, there will be issues. 2 stingers in effect. So you're looking at Joy, you're looking at Trent, you're looking at Baby Bait. Do some big damage here. Don't quite know about the setup on the B main side.
Bro, Harami is a mischievous person.
Well, it could prove fatal.
Mischievous person, but
and I don't think they'll quite clear that close corner. So Francis gets play on this. Oh god, it's the spike over here with Trent too.
अगर ट्रेंड
oh
shit
बहुत
बहुत ले लिया भाई बहुत डैमेज ले लिया गया अगर उसने ये सीज के oh fuck बच गया
committed on this one and he is set up. He has massacred G2. He takes down a third from 0 to hero in this map. As now you're left with what remains of G2. Leaf and Valorant to try and put it together. And Leaf just wants to make it through middle. The Dumby nearby. And Valorant does get a look in. Oh, and he gets more than a look in. He's got two himself. Valorant making something out of nothing. As Dumby gets closer though, the final boss to try and get past. Leaf, stand up, dead. Dumby, he can do it all himself right now. Valorant,
load कर ले. Nice shot रे.
Well in, wow, keeping a life among the G2 side.
भाई आपका नेट ठीक हो गया तो खेल ले कैसे भी ये तो टाइम वेस्ट है इसीलिए आप आगे नहीं बढ़ पा रहे हो आप किसको टाइम वेस्ट बोल रहे हो ना उनसे गेम सीख सकते हो पता बहुत खराब खेल रहे लोग ऐसा लगता है आपको गेम आउट ऑफ फोकस ओके हो गया फिर से फोकस भाई तुम इसको वेस्ट बोलते हो लाल भाई मतलब हम तो पागल बैठे हैं ना यहाँ पे इनका गेम देखने के लिए
Would you believe it? A bucky in hand for Dambi.
Yeah, it's staggering. Again, good info and just unwilling to relent the aggression. Gonna be met this time. G2 able
जोगोमो पीछे
to tame Nongshim just a touch.
अरे nice angle रे nice angle bro.
Ivy the last one. Try and do anything about it. G2 would love to keep 4 up.
Yeah, huge round in terms of stabilizing the finances here.
Brilliant.
Valin to clean up.
बढ़िया एंगल था भाई वो यूज करना पड़ेगा रे मैच में बढ़िया एंगल था मैं कभी ट्राई करूंगा वो
comfortably behind them but look at what's being stacked on the other side of the board. Halfway to the pit as well, the only thing missing.
भाई मैं भी सीख ही रहा हूँ बस एक्सप्लेन करते रहो एंगल देखो ना उसने क्या एंगल पकड़ा था भाई कोई प्रेडिक्ट ही नहीं कर पाएगा कि वहां से कोई मार भी सकता है
round by round affair now isn't it
अच्छा एंगल है भाई मैं कभी ट्राई करूंगा वो चीज
Does G2 get to live in this space? It would take 6 to bring it back all even. As you highlighted,
no bro watching G2 matches waste इसलिए तो ये लोग अपर ब्रैकेट फाइनल्स इसमें है ना प्लेऑफ्स में बस उन्होंने एक गलती करी है वो आइजो लेके
just to retrieve the orb initially. Prowler dealt with, so presence still shown by Baby Bay on the way out, but Nongshim
well, G2 is peak
towards mid.
And PegasusIsLive matches are waste as they play on a different meta.
A little bit of the battle in middle. Dambi is here.
Jogomo gaya. Chalo khatam hai GG match.
Divide goes in.
Match GG. Next decider पे जाएंगे हम लोग.
There is still a player on the other side of the divide. Dambi doesn't get to see him leave. Going to be let off the leash a little bit to maybe make a play up middle, be the dagger in the back, but they still need the plant. They still need to try and hold on to this side of the map. It's going to be seen Baby Bay gets his ankles broken by Dambi. Leaf has to be the hero of the hour here, but still behind the divide. They're on the site. They've already tapped the spike. Leaf strikes, takes down one. Dambi gone. Paranoia comes in, flies through, is now pitched. Oh, he can't make it out. RB's caught him. And the 2v2, Valorant and Trent. Trent stands his ground. RB. Got a little bit of time, but a player to the left and a player to the right. Can you find any of them? No! Trent finding salvation for G2 and pushing up to 7.
What the fuck? This guy is crazy, I think, lol.
To life here.
DRX, Fnatic and T1 not so good.
It's a huge investment coming through from Nongshim as well. They feel like they've got this in the bag.
Yep.
आपने, I think, कुछ और ही VCT देखा था.
This retake attempt and Trent just comes alive to find 3. RB unfortunately caught off guard there with a drop off the wall and a chance to find that.
And Santana's new lineup is crazy. They're gonna become number 1 in no time.
Yeah, well, 5 rounds, but the snowball round
Probably.
is gone from Nongshim. At 1 round you get
उनका
to
monitor देखो भाई Omen का 500
regardless
Hz का
of the
monitor
outcome.
540 कुछ था.
This is now off the table.
Madam पूरा vibe कर रही.
Spot on. You're looking at the buy they're going to be working with as well. It's going to be sheriffs, bits and pieces. You could imagine maybe 8 for G2. And it's
I disagree, but okay.
I don't want to get ahead of myself because you can see how close these rounds are.
No, it already feels possible. I think, yeah.
Tens में भी वापस आ रहा है.
It feels
डाला था
possible.
उसने.
Okay.
G2 are on the brink of a very, very powerful ult cycle. They've got the pit here to secure a post plant.
550 hertz से 540 नहीं शायद. हाँ कुछ तो आसपास. 540 या 550.
Chance here to find 8 for sure, but
Omen का है ना.
you look at how far away Nongshim are in terms of the lion's share of ultimates. There is a chance for G2 to string a couple more together.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Dummy was on 21 kills in that first half. I think he's sat on 25 now. So it's been a much quieter affair here. Struggling to find that same level of impact, but it takes one round, it takes one moment, and it takes being in the right place.
These anti-ecos have to be absolutely clinical from G2.
Do, because look what's happening here. Does G2 read
भाई
this?
मुझे उनका PC मिला तो मैं कुक कर दूँगा.
For this?
Look, it looks as if he knows.
Sheesh.
Dog dealt with, but they're still going to go, and Dumby is going to once again handled. It's Francis.
Nice one,
nice
one,
back here. Jaw, there is an army against you, man. They're just taking a fight.
भाई full stack है वो, hello.
And it might be the death of G2. Trent doesn't have the bullets to do it. Leaf has to save the day. You're looking at Nongshim.
Spike भी नहीं है भाई.
Leaf can read this. He's seen the utility. He's ahead of it by just a touch here.
He's vulnerable.
He certainly is now. Decay's trying to come into effect. He wants the spike, and he won't get it.
Ivy.
In the end, as Nongshim push up to 30. One round to go wrong.
Never mind. अभी अगर इन लोगों ने G2 ने सही वाला कॉम्प नहीं लिया उनके अगेंस्ट तो भाई जीजी है. इन लोगों का मोरल बूस्ट हो चुका है भाई. They are cooked and you are also cooked. मैसेज भरोसे की मिस्टर चैंपियन 100p अवतार ब्रूस्की डाफी तो वो है डी. ये कौन है भाई? ये कौन है? हीरो कजामी लॉर्ड लोफी 45. नाइस रे. जीता तो है बट बॉटम करके. बता बैंड इमो वाला एसेंडेंट लॉबी में इमो 2 में बॉटम फ्रैग. मर्सी कौन है? भाई सच बोलूँ आई थिंक तुझे लगता है यू आर द बेटर देन एवरीवन. बस पीसी के वजह से तू डायमंड है. But I don't think so, it's true. अरे गोकू चिल ब्रो. हेलो. देखो भाई अगर आप पीसी लोगे भी तो भी बट इट्स नॉट लाइक यू नो तेरे को एक साथ ही सब कुछ आ जाएगा. बहुत कुछ चीज़ें होती है जो सीखना पड़ता है लाइफ में. अब ऐसा नहीं कि आपको एक 2 लाख का फ़ोन ला के दे दे हम और तुम एकदम से बीजीएमआई के स्पोर्ट्स प्लेयर बन जाओगे ना भाई. मतलब आपको ऐसा लगता है कि जो 2-2 1-1 साल वेट करते हैं, प्लेऑफ क्वालिफाई करते हैं, 1 साल पूरा ट्रेन करते हैं, 1 साल पूरा लाइक एक टीम कोऑर्डिनेशन बनाते हैं, 2 साल तक खेलते हैं टीम के साथ कोऑर्डिनेशन बना के खेलते हैं, तो मतलब वो लोग तो आपके हिसाब से चूते होंगे. उनके पास तो पीसी ही नहीं है. फिर ऐसा नहीं होता भाई. कुछ करने के लिए बड़े स्टेज पे जाने के लिए ना मेहनत बहुत लगती है. और ऐसी वैसी मेहनत नहीं बोल रहा हूँ मैं, ठीक है ना. मैंने लिटरली बहुत सारे लोगों को देखा है, लोग 12-12 घंटे ग्राइंड करते हैं. हारे जीते फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता भाई. मेहनत जो लगती है ना यहाँ पे आने के लिए बहुत है. इसको क्या हो गया? हेलो चैंपियन भाई 28 kills and is ये वाला मैच 11-10 जीत रहा है. Bro, I'm only playing for 6 months. These people are playing from Valo demo version. Bro, G2 को shift बोल रहा है ये. हाँ shit बोल रहा. कौन बोला बाबू? मैं नहीं खेल रहा बीटा से. इनफैक्ट मैं तो कभी एम ट्रेनिंग भी नहीं करता, फिर भी 60 हर्ट्ज पे डायमंड. भाई बीजीएमआई का ई स्पोर्ट्स प्लेयर ही था मैं जब मुझे आईफोन मिला था, बट मैंने छोड़ दिया था एज आई वॉज 14 एंड वॉज टू बोर्ड टू प्ले आफ्टर 15 एंड यू नीड टू बी 16 टू प्ले स्पोर्ट्स. अभी तो आप हो 16, अभी कैरी करो. Bro, I didn't sleep properly for 2 weeks to hit Daya. I was grinding 16 to 18 hours a day. Nice. एक स्क्रिमिश आएगा पेगू. हाँ आजा. अब ऐसे भी उन लोगों का मैच अभी मुझे नहीं लगता है भाई. क्या दिखा रहा है पे? क्या बंदे हैं भाई बताओ. इनका 1 और घंटा डिले हो गया. बंदा भी लाइक आई एम सो कुक्ड ब्रो. कोड पार्टी वाला WZU 218. खेलोगे क्या भाई? नहीं भाई मैं कॉम्पी नहीं खेल रहा, हम लोग मैच देख रहे हैं. अभी ये एक मैप और पेपर एक्स का पूरा एक मैच है. जब कुछ सीखने का मौका मिलता है ना तो सीख लो. मैचेस तो चलते रहेंगे, कभी भी खेल सकते हो. आओ मैंने ना गलती से ये नाखून काट लिया, अभी दर्द हो रहा है. अरे ये नेल कटर था बाजू में, काट रहा था, पूरा स्किन के साथ खींचा. अच्छा अभी माउस पकड़ने में भी दर्द हो रहा है मेरे को. मैं मतलब माउस को कस के पकड़ता हूँ ना, मेरा ये है क्या फिंगर टिप ग्रिप, क्लॉ मूवमेंट पे नहीं खेलता. मतलब मैं माउस को ऐसे पकड़ता हूँ हाथ में. तुम लोग ऐसे कंफर्टेबली मतलब स्वाइप करते हो ना, मेरे हाथ में माउस लिटरली ऐसे रहता तो वो दर्द करता भाई. और स्पेशली मेरे 2 बटन या साइड में ना, तो इनको दबाऊंगा तो और दर्द करता. मन कर रहा है स्किन ही निकाल दूँ काट के. एक सेकेंड है, इसका क्या हो गया? जीत गया. ओमेन किल के जीता. ओह भाई डस्टी आया था सामने. छी भाई डस्टी. व्हाट इज दिस 1324? शर्म कर ले. इमॉर्टल में तो भाई शर्म कर ले भाई तू. इसको अलग पे लूँगा मैं. नहीं इमो में वैसे ही होता. एसेंडेंट वाले आते हैं भाई, इमो और एसेंडेंट में वो होते रहता है। अगर आप इमोर्टल 1 में हो तो एसेंडेंट 2, 3 वाले बंदे आते हैं, 1 वाले बहुत कम आते हैं। बेस्टी बहुत गंदा पिटा है भाई तू। लामा इसको कल दो तेरे को। फिर से क्यों 3 लोगों के साथ खेल रहा है? किसके साथ खेल रहा है चैंपियन? ओके इन्फर्नो है, नहीं इन्फर्नो है और आई थिंक और एक नहीं पता, इन दोनों को तो मैंने कभी नहीं देखा। अरे भेंडी कोई नहीं है क्या? हेलो, अरे तो 1 सेकंड देखते हैं। ना भाई
Let's go.
स्टार्ट हो गया मैच। लॉल कुछ ज़्यादा जल्दी नहीं है। मेरे को इनका एजेंट पिक देखना है भाई। अगर एजेंट पिक में अभी आ गए तो जीजी है भाई। जीटो तुम लोग।
I would make fun of their dumb faces, but they're us.
मैं तो कहता हूँ लोअर ब्रैकेट फाइनल्स भी मत खेलो, फ्लाइट टिकट लो, घर जाओ। ओ मैंने ये गन क्यों लगाई? लॉल
Fight. Let's go.
बंडल ही लेके आया था बट सोचा कि शरीफ मार दूँ। होता रहता है मेरे साथ।
No way, we're the same. Even fight? That's fun. You outrun me? Stay safe. Keep up.
पता नहीं अपने आप क्लोज हो।
Let's fly.
Unit functionality maintained. New mission assigned.
Keep up.
YouTube पे अलग मैसेज आता है।
User survival registered. Congratulations.
This is gonna be fun. Let's go. There you are. There you are, you shit. Stay safe. Nice. That sucks.
Let's fly. Last one down. Keep it up. Aw, thought to try harder.
Match point.
हाँ अगर पहला हेडशॉट लगता है तो
Protocol appreciates your continued compliance.
क्या लिया? डेडलॉक लिया, वाइपर लिया, अरे क्या लिया भाई इन लोगों ने? ओके G2 वेले है, नियॉन है, नाइस कॉम्प, ठीक है, वाइपर और अस्त्रा भाई डबल कंट्रोलर खेल रहे हैं और एक फेड ऑलमोस्ट सेम है। अस्त्रा के जगह वुमेन है। ओ G2 नहीं रे, 2 राउंड जीत भी गए। अच्छा है कॉम्प, अच्छा है। चलो मैच देखते हैं ना। भाई बढ़िया है भाई कॉम्प।
Bonus as well. Jorgamo happy to sit on the bucky here.
Yep.
जोगोमो भी लाइक भाई तूने बहुत मारा ना अभी हमारी बारी। तुमको दिखाते हैं नियॉन कैसे खेलते हैं।
You're kind of playing a dangerous game though. It feels like you're inspiring Dambi at this point.
Yeah, don't egg him on.
But let's continue. Can Nongshim control G2 now, who've already started well? I feel like, I don't say made up for map 2, that's not the case at all, but they've kind of stopped the ball rolling.
A bonus would for me.
Oh, now that would, yeah, you're right, Jaw. Just aggression, name of the game. This feels like vintage Jaw. If we get him continuing at this sort of tempo and pace, oh, I'm on for it. Dumby. Noted earlier towards ramp by Leaf, he was actually checkmated in that, but it stands G2 going to take that
space
up towards vents and then pause.
Obviously waiting for a flank to come through and overstep somewhere. Jorgamo
ये क्या बक्की है भाई?
Reveal his position here. The bucky acting as a deterrent. Anyone to go exploring back in. Francis, well, actually no.
I mean, he got in there.
Gets the follow-up, yeah, onto Valin.
Yeah, this is great actually. Nongshim not really biting on re-clearing that space that G2 had garnered. They were happy to be quite stoic in nature, stamp their authority and say, well, look, you're not going to get the spike down in middle, so we'll just hold those rotations, hold those pivot points. You can see now, yes, A is a bit more vulnerable, but G2 still eyeing up towards heaven, still trying to scale this way, and Leaf giving the way forward. Francis, that was pretty nice. And there we go, RB not going to let Ivy even get isolated in that. A really nice crossfire kind of trade in, but again, that was the bonus.
3 rifles carried across here, and I'm sure there'll probably be one cycled out for a judge, potentially. And really looking for this second wave where Nongshim are able to back up, create a bit of distance here and mitigate that risk as best they can. We'll see Jorgamo now.
I think G2 defense में पता चलेगा.
Such a balancing act though, isn't it? Because you always want to try and retake
defense
the space there, control
attack
the
में ये लोग 6-6 कर देंगे मेरे हिसाब से.
The plan from the offset is from
G2,
not particularly fast in tempo nor direct, but you can see it as a 4-1 start. But on the other side, Nongshim are staking their claim towards B main.
Francis looking as if he wants to go forward as well. He's got his TP all the way back behind A. Be able to get back across the side of the map very quickly if needed. Nongshim able to stop G2 at the front door. Have conceded ramp though, and Dambi none the wiser.
Yeah, this back and forth is not really opening up the site yet. Look at the amount of bodies from Nongshim. That's beautiful from Valin, better from Trent, and suddenly they have access. They can just ferry that spike through. Zexros would need to go nuclear, but 10 HP is just not enough in my mind. You'd imagine they have the numbers to make sure there's safety. So G2 weathering the storm.
Corsair में defense side, yep. अगर तुमको इस मैप पे जीतना है तो तुमको मिड प्रेजेंस दिखानी पड़ेगी. तुम डायरेक्ट साइड जाओगे तुम चुप जाओ. Split is all about mid bro. जितना जल्दी तुम मिड का कंट्रोल लेते हो उतना जल्दी तुम्हारी डिफेंस मतलब तुम्हारे एनिमीज फड़फड़ाएगी. क्योंकि उनको नहीं पता होगा वो व्हाट द फक ब्रो ब्लू कलर माउस हेलो कौन सा है भाई मेरे को चाहिए वो अच्छा है भाई वो माउस वाओ
And I think that's exactly what it is. Maybe just trying to find their footing in this game, because it feels like for the first time, even with Abyss in mind maybe to a degree, that G2 are really kind of just taking the tempo themselves, executing game plan. It looks very much on the same page. They haven't really been disrupted by Nongshim. I haven't seen that same level of aggression coming out from Dambi. I haven't seen that same synergy. Hard to make happen though, because again, look how deep G2 was starting in that round as well. They were waiting to see if there was maybe an overextension.
And for me, the coin-based win condition certainly coming out this timeout is around that defensive proactivity that we saw on map 1. Nongshim can align once more, really take the fight to G2. We were talking about it was the execution, really a few weird engagements, lacking the firepower in some of the situations where, like I said, Nongshim usually flourish, and where we saw them flourish in map 2.
And it's gonna get harder, I think, to pin down G2. The further they find their footing themselves, the further they read into this game. We have some heavy hitters, and it's not necessarily the names you'd imagine at times, because it's not just, you know, the
G2 में वो मोटा वाला कौन है? मोटा वाला वही तो है जोगमो जोगमो वही है भाई मोटा वाला चश्मा पहनता है ना मोटा सा चश्मा पहनता है कि नहीं पता आई थिंक चश्मा पहनता है ये नहीं और एक है मोटा वाला ये तो लीफ है
it becomes readable, right?
Yeah.
But
ये देखो ये वाला
I like
मोटा
that though
चश्मा
from
पहनता है
G2,
ना
they are trying to
जोगमो
put it together mentally of how they want to try and navigate these potential threats. You see a smoke like that, you're gonna have to start clearing it with utility, put some intention behind it. But again, for Nongshim, this is a lighter purchase. They have a couple of threatening pieces.
नहीं उससे भी मोटा वाला I think वो लीफ होगा
It's not
दो
without
ही तो है
threat,
मोटे
but again, G2 look pretty buttoned up here. Bay leaning in on this one, waiting for the goer. Smoke's gone up. They're going to start building out now. Dumby going to try and see if he can fly towards that pillar.
Let's go. मार nice shot रे fuck bro
nice from Baby Bay.
बहुत गंदा मारा
That's got to be a feel good for him. Does fall, but Eco Cobra striking once again. But for G2, a round's a round, and you take it when you get him, because look at the threat that can happen in a
चमार रही
second.
कैसा पीक है भाई
Oh, Trent's there.
Snappy
all good.
kills coming
all
back
good.
and forth. G2 up to 4. Now we're looking for what was discussed within that timeout for Nongshim.
Ole.
Two ultimates to play with. Nice. The adjustment here for Baby Bay, beautiful.
उसमें स्मोक में अंदर और एक मारा उसने lol
Crispy for Trent on the cleanup. The other side though, G2, a couple of ults of their own, particularly the divide in the pit, that can really slow down one of these post plants. They're able to get themselves a plant here towards A. They are initially positioned with a late lurk outside B main. Identified by the Prowler, but
nah bro nah
backing away just yet.
क्या बैठ है भाई 4 और वो अस्त्र वहाँ पे बैक स्टॉप के लिए कोई नहीं है ना इसलिए अगर तुम पे बैक स्टॉप नहीं है तो तुम मिड प्रेजेंस दिखाओ ना यार
Francis.
डरा दो तुम तो
there goes G2. Right timing. There is a oh, that's lovely.
Nice
Pathing from Baby Bay. Oh, just couldn't quite find Xros in time. And actually, Xros got just 2. How did he get the second on Jaw? He's dealt with the front line completely. And now G2 having to really bank on the back line. Francis having none of it. Fighting back forward. Gets a second. Balan fights to himself. It's a 1v2, but the spike's not quite to hand. Just a little bit further
side
away.
में ही है.
With 45 seconds,
should know that.
Chance to make something out of nothing here.
दोनों मेन देख रहे
Nongshim trading places. See the awareness there from RB, and they've walked the smoke.
Valent's going back.
Yeah, reading this.
This could be miraculous. It's not to be for him. But Xros finding that second on Jaw was heaven sent. The first on Baby Bay, fair enough. It was a drop into the smoke, even though I think he was hindered.
I was going to say,
Lord
Hello, Lord. Perfectly the situation here. Absolutely right. Saturate into the smoke, and
yeah, अच्छा मारा.
It's only because he's playing so deep on this that Baby Bay's expecting him to retreat back towards elbow. Great stuff anchoring towards the A site here.
अरे कुछ भी करके मेरे को कल ये दिला दो ना यार. गया वेंडल स्टोर में आ जाए भाई कल. मेरे को इमो खेलना है यार मेरी आईडी में 10 दिन ही बचे हैं भाई. चलो कूरो तो ला दो, छोड़ो भाई ये भाड़ में गई क्या, गाया छोड़ो, कम से कम कूरो, प्रेल्यूड या गाया तीनों में से कोई एक ला दो ना।
Any silliness to happen. And speaking of that set piece, here it is. It's set in motion. This play up towards heaven, up towards rafters. Get Jaw involved. Get him invested. Counter ult comes in though. And Dambi goes flying! 3 critical kills. And Nongshim are back in business.
The nightfall to set him up for success.
गाया और मेन का क्या रिलेशन है? देखो तुम्हारे पास एक अच्छी लाइट वाली वैंडल होनी चाहिए, एक लाइट एक हैवी। मेरे पे दोनों हैवी वैंडल है। गाया इज हैवी, गाया बहुत सॉरी गाया बोल रहा हूँ, ग्लिच पॉप इज हैवी वैंडल, बहुत हिलती है। आप अगर स्प्रे करके देखोगे उसको, बहुत हिलती है वो, इसीलिए तो मैं अभी तुमको इसमें ये नहीं मार रहा था स्क्रिमिश में। अभी तो हम लोग खेले ना 1v1, मैंने तुझे वैंडल से मारा क्या? मेरे से तो वैंडल नहीं चलती, इसलिए मैंने तेरे को शेरिफ से मारा और वो फैंटम से मारा। ग्लिच वैंडल इज गुड बट मेरे से नहीं चलती। उसके टैप्स पता नहीं बुलेट्स कहाँ जाते पता नहीं, आई डोंट नो, मैं खुद कंफ्यूज हूँ कि वो ऐसे क्यों चलती है। तो मैं गाया का वेट कर रहा हूँ, गाया या कुरो दोनों में से कोई एक आएगा तो ले लूंगा। प्राइम आई थी, आई थॉट ऑफ बाइंग प्राइम, बट अगेन प्राइम इज A टायर गन नॉट S टायर गन।
They may be reading that they've adjusted ever so slightly, but
मेरे से भी वैसे वैंडल नहीं चलती। आई डोंट लाइक ग्लिच पॉप। देखो थोड़े गन्स है, ठीक है ना, अगर तुम उसको खेल रहे हो देन यू आर नॉट कंफर्टेबल। इन लोगों को देखो, ये देखो प्रोज भी भाई गाया यूज करते हैं भाई, तो और क्या चाहिए, कुछ तो होगा ना उस वैंडल में। एंड यू नो ब्रो, ये सब गेम कोड पे चलता है, किसको पता भाई गाया पे क्या कैसा कोड लिखा है इन लोगों ने। ग्राफिक्स विफिक्स में गाया लिटरली भाई वन टैप मारते लोग, वन टैप 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 टैप। मैं खुद 5 बंदों को वन टैप मारता हूँ कभी कभी, और वही मेरे ग्लिच पॉप पे भाई एक बंदे को मैं स्प्रे करता हूँ, स्प्रे लगता भी नहीं, बंदा मरता भी नहीं है। मैंने एक बार एक बंदे को पूरा मैगजीन खाली किया था और दिखता है सिर्फ 40 डाउन 40, मतलब 25 बुलेट में से एक ही बुलेट लगा उसको। मैं चूतिया हूँ कि गन चूतिया है भाई। यस क्रिस्प शॉट लगता है, हाँ ना, इसीलिए मैंने वो गन यूज करना छोड़ दिया भाई। मैं फिर वो मेरे को इसमें बंडल में ओनी बंडल में वैंडल मिलती, उससे मैंने मारना शुरू किया, और मैंने उससे आई थिंक एसेंडेंट पूरा टॉप रैक किया था उसी गन से, ठीक है। बट इमो में वो गन भी नहीं चल रही मेरे से, मैं टैप मारने की कोशिश करता हूँ वो चलती नहीं। तो दोनों में बेसिकली गन नहीं चल रहे मेरे पे जो भी है। और आई एम नॉट अ वैंडल, सॉरी आई एम नॉट अ फैंटम प्लेयर, मैं वैंडल प्लेयर हूँ। आई डोंट बिलीव इन फर्स्ट हेडशॉट 140 डैमेज, तो वो बहुत बुरा लगता है। तुम अपना फर्स्ट बुलेट एक्यूरेसी दे रहे हो उन लोगों को, it's like that. मानो तुम तेरा मेरा एम दोनों का अच्छा है, बट मैं वैंडल यूज कर रहा हूँ तो फैंटम यूज कर रहा है। तूने भी हेड मारा, मैंने भी हेड मारा, तू मरा, क्योंकि मेरा 140 नहीं लगता। तो ऑब्वियसली उस टाइम पे तुम थोड़ा डिमोटिवेट फील करोगे कि नहीं, हेड मार के भी बंदा नहीं मरा तो भाई ऑब्वियसली भाई बुरा तो लगेगा। और फैंटम लेता हो तो स्प्रे करना पड़ता है।
They had no idea. Oh, it's marvelous from RB.
Just like that.
मेरे पास प्राइमर सोल ओह हाँ, पर मेरे से सोल भी नहीं चलती।
Well, you noted pit and divide here didn't even become a factor in the previous two. Still another chance to rely.
सेलेस्टियल की बात कर रहे हैं क्या?
Francis though on the operator now. Bit of a curveball in terms of the tempo here.
मुझसे ये प्रो प्लेयर फैंटम नहीं चलती क्या अभी? देखो फैंटम का सिंपल सा सीन है, तुम जब फक गया डंपी गया नो नाइस ओके, तो फैंटम का सीन ऐसा है, अगर तुम फर्स्ट बुलेट हेड मारते हो ठीक है, तो तुमको स्प्रे कंट्रोल करना होता है, सिर्फ 2 बुलेट टप टप या तो 3 बुलेट, तुमको वो माउस पे लाइक डिफॉल्ट ये करना पड़ेगा, हाथ बिठाना पड़ेगा। SL Sentinels of Light. Oh, Sentinels of Light. वो तो भाई और भी भारी है भाई. माफ कर दो. Sorry. ये देखो इसका टैप्स देखो. एक को टैप मारा 2 बुलेट में और एक को मारा.
Reading the intention, and Francis gets out of dodge. How is he alive? You can't get away from him. Omnipresent in the round. Sure thought he got a new lease of life there. Certainly not the case. Is now going to spot Valorant out. Probably reading the trends not too far away either.
And 30 seconds left to work with.
Phantom का तुमको बस 3 बुलेट मारना होता है, नहीं तो नहीं होता.
Nongshim breathing down their necks.
Yeah, they're on the run. Might be able to get a plant, but a 2v4.
Can you stabilize? Yeah, to really contest Nongshim.
They're close as well.
The timing on the plant is awkward for G2.
Yeah, they're close up towards heaven. Trent's going to need a bailout. Big first pick, though. Paranoia, stunning. It's got both of them. G2 have to fall towards pillar. Try and find a corner to play from, but RP
I don't like it, bhai. I prefer default over this. हाँ ना, मैं पता है जब इमो में खेलता था, तब मैं ये वाले बैंडल लगा के खेलता था.
Nongshim starting to find their form here in map 3.
ये वाले लगाता था, यहाँ तो ये वाले लगाता था.
Again, I'm just concerned for the back end of this first half now.
Elder Frame की frenzy अच्छी है भाई, चलती है.
It's absolutely lost inside that orb, but I mean, look how clean this is from Francis.
Yep.
The final 2 will force
a
timeout here from G2.
Hello? Are you okay?
Now 2 behind.
11-1.
Still sitting on some of these ultimates, but like I said, I haven't really come to a position where G2 comfortably, in terms of the initial plan, can get themselves onto site. So certainly for me, the Coinbase win condition has to be around finding this investment and sticking the landing. They're kind of getting lost a little bit in the early and mid round in terms of that back and forth exchange. Back over towards the site.
Lol.
Yeah, it just feels like a death funnel.
Absolutely.
Every time they try and get that stability on
those choke
side.
Points.
Those crossfires, just...
It's brutal.
It really is. It really, really is. And for G2,
Mystic Bloom की sound बहुत फाड़ लगती है, but हम लोग sound के लिए नहीं खेलते ना, हम लोग comfort के लिए खेलते हैं. Mystic Bloom, okay. I will give it a beat.
Win conditions, passing them by, Michael.
Really are.
अरे वो कुछ तो करते थे ना यार, Valorant gun skin को rating देते थे.
Definitely back in the driving seat. Almost a little reclined, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what you got here. This is 5 rounds in succession for Nongshim, and it's looked solid. Looks like they've got really that great read on G2, and Francis' confidence just seems to get more and more happy to take a risk here.
This should not be here. ये ठीक है, ये भी ठीक है.
देखा मैं जो गन बोला सारे ऊपर ही है. Himself in the fight, but now they go to the stronger side of the map. There's 3 players here.
Being manipulated once more. 3 stingers and a sheriff.
तुम्हारे favorite कौन सी? मेरी personal favorite I will give Gaia first. उसके बाद तेरा Champions 21.
Will identify G2's whereabouts.
उसके बाद Kuro.
Am going to go up here? Maybe cause some issues, but the reveal's perfect from Xros.
Hello, ऊपर देख.
Such a little X factor to really finding
ऊपर भी देखो guys.
Keeping them out, keeping them.
Ram से चल के आएंगे.
Setting up Xros again. This guy's still firing. And just look at what he could do to them. They're left in pieces. 4 players alive.
7-4 by G2.
They look unfazed by G2.
Round 12 could be everything.
तुम्हें प्रेमो अच्छी लगती लगता स्प्रे नहीं होता पर वन टैप लगता है. वन टैप लगता है. I know that. इसके पास है वो स्लाइडी के पास है, बट हम दोनों नहीं चलाते. वो कभी-कभी चलाता है. Primordium okay kind of.
Catching a freebie like that.
Prelude is OG. बहुत है. Wins and losses. ये देखो wins and losses भी दिया. Kuro is also legit.
They are having their time
Champions.
in the sun. That could turn.
ये यहाँ से हटा दो. मैं हटा देता.
Okay, I guess he wants the show to be back on. Dambi finally dealt with by Leaf, but still there's problems in this. That Spike is trying to get away from that side of the map. Francis now played back in, gonna take his way out, expecting it to end on that B hit.
TP back out here. Baby Ray looking to go a little deeper towards Vents here and does make it work with the
Champions
judge.
तो सही है, बहुत hard है.
Ivy
कुछ अलग ही लगती है इसका। दिखने में तो बेकार, हाँ दिखने में तो बेकार है, बट टैप 6 ही लगता है। दिखने के लिए कौन ये करता, मारने के लिए लेते हैं। मेरे हाथ में चैंपियन से गाया आती है तो मैं भाई कुछ भी करता, मैं कुछ भी मारता हूँ, बंदे मरते, कुछ भी मारता हूँ भाई। मेरे क्लिप्स हैं भाई, इंस्टा में एक वीडियो डाली है मैंने आज।
Let's cross back out of vents. I mean, he's going to hear this. Oh my God.
Francis, he could be the absolute end of this. And he just needs to back away. He actually goes back for more. He didn't even need to.
Side पे कोई नहीं,
He'd done enough to bring it to this 2v2.
नहीं actually, but
Ivy and RB now bringing themselves back towards the B side.
चलो कॉल आ गया, मिड से वो आ गया, ये यहाँ से आ
गया. Plant here.
Still got paranoia here, and Ivy actually going to catch Baby Bay. Spam not connecting for RB though.
Paranoia.
कर सही कर रहा है. Nice one.
Can he be the one to give G2 just a dash of hope?
Just a brutal one
G2 को support करना छोड़ते हैं.
Secure 8 on the half. G2 left trailing, scrambling for answers. In a lot of these rounds, a tough setup now for the second half. G2 have to find a way to fight back.
अरे भाई ये टट्टी को यहाँ पे क्यों रखा है? ये दोनों टट्टी है भाई, यहाँ पे क्यों रखा है? हेलो कौन है भाई? ये भी, ये थोड़ा ऊपर होना चाहिए था, ये भी ऊपर, ये भी ऊपर, ये ठीक है, ये भी ठीक है। तू यहाँ क्या कर रहा है? हेलो, तुझे नहीं होना चाहिए भाई यहाँ पे, तुझे भी नहीं होना चाहिए। तू नीचे क्या कर रहा है? इतना नीचे, छी। ये देखो वन टैप को कहाँ रखा है देखो। मुझे RGX अच्छी लगता है। अच्छा RGX भी अच्छा है। ओ यहाँ पे ये सब सारे भी आते हैं क्या? स्किन रेटिंग, रुको इससे पहले ना यहाँ पे गो टू टेम्पलेट, ओके कैसे करते हैं भाई ये? आई डोंट नो कैसे यूज करते हैं, बट आयन लुक ब्ला 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 कैसे यूज करते कोई किसी को आइडिया है क्या?
8-4, Mike. Nongshim, you thought after map 1 this could have been a worry, right? You were thinking, oh, maybe it was a flash in the pan. They can't do it against the likes of G2. But then from map 2 to map 3, it's all starting to become a reality. As G2 look a little stressed in this one now.
Yeah, they do. You can see it on the faces of the players.
Okay.
7 rounds here from Nongshim in succession. Francis taking control alongside Xros of this deciding map.
But this is the half where I'm scared of Danby.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I'm terrified of what he can do. Oh dear. Because again, you got to give credit in my mind to Xros, to the rest of the team who've been setting up.
I mean,
RB,
even RB, like it's 5 kills, but his ability to anchor the B site
was great.
Was perfect, time and time again. It's only really on the anti-eco where it gets shut down. The smoke where he fell short, but absolutely did his job. IB catching
bundle rating hai, haan.
In terms of the other side of the map as well. Everything aligning here for Nongshim. An uphill battle for G2.
अरे वो कैसे तो करते थे यार.
Got to start with a pistol here. With a conversion string together again. Not had the benefit of the finances. So another scoreline deficit. Not boding well at all for them.
Discord पे DM देख.
G2 are trying to hold this A site as well, completely giving up heaven control. Baby's eyes turn towards it, but it's a very passive hold, potentially expecting this explosive approach from Danby. And it's a right read, it's a really good call, but can you still handle it? Ivy, oh, you may know what's coming. It doesn't mean you can stop it.
F कौन सी फेवरेट? मेरा ignite knife है और prelude. no, sorry, prelude बोल रहा. Kuro knife.
No
भाई, no भाई.
Last play at Jordan
3 मारा
to
उसने.
prevent a flawless, he does. That's about it. Ivy.
G2 का GG हो गया.
4 with the Sheriff here to put Nongshim on 9.
All smiles, Mike, I can see it. They know what they're doing to them. And it's that great feeling of, look, they've tried to prepare, they've tried to be ready for what we're about to do. Doesn't make a blind bit of difference.
This is one of those situations where you could prep all you like, and it's an any given Sunday affair. Really show up and they frag out like this. There's very little you could do to stop a team like Nongshim.
Knife कौन सा favorite? Knife. देखो इसके बात करेंगे.
I was going to say frugal on the side of Nongshim, but you're right. Buckies and stingers. Can Nongshim identify this early enough?
Nah.
They haven't really relented, Nongshim. They don't really care.
It's
Valorant trying to put up a bit of a fight here. Denies the first and actually leave on the
Recon भी तो sexy है. हाँ, Recon भी sexy
है. Towards some sort of safety, recover the ball.
Phantom में Recon top आता है.
That is a great
now Ivy's got it, yeah.
Recon.
Okay, but again, 4v3. Nice approach on the site. Good trade for Leaf. They're chipping away at them, and they have the numbers game here. But it's down to the rifles. That's the scary part. Stingers on the other side.
G2 का दो time GG हो गया.
Wide swing. Put in Ivy on
पता है last match में उन लोगों को वो नहीं लेना था. नहीं तो वही पे जीते थे.
Oh, what is that shot? And he's got to do it again. Trent's got him dead. Not done yet, G2.
Holy hell. Ivy just stood there with a snake bite in hand.
Holy or hell. दोनों एक साथ.
Play the timing, but Trent on the cleanup. The investment here from
Let's
G2
go,
pays
G2.
off. Leaf with a great catch. With just a classic, I believe.
A lovely little reveal with it too.
Let's go, G2.
Okay.
मारो वेंडी. उसके मारो.
It was pretty much on the line in that round, it felt like. And it's certainly not stabilized the purchase, but they will come out in a better position from it. I'm seeing a hero rifle with Ivy.
And a hero Bucky. Oh, no. RB fancying a bit of that.
Why not? Give it a go. You've got a couple rounds to play with, not too many. If they can keep G2 under the thumb, that is going to be an issue. Prowler going to find deep contact. And it is all deep on B main right now.
The orb should be
lineup डालता है लमाओ.
Of intent here from Nongshim.
ये लोग भी lineup use करते हैं.
Slightly delayed on the back of a little bit of utility invested towards the site. Valorant going to be under a ton of pressure.
Yeah, luckily he's got some help here. Dambi just brutal, but it's Leaf to not
अरे 1v1 आ गया और वो बहुत दूर है जोगमो.
Jaw's got a judge and Baby Bay's got a stinger. Ivy outguns them. And has he read it? Oh, he's got no idea. None the wiser.
Bait and switch off the audio is beautiful from G2, Lauren.
That's that synergy we want to be seeing. They've weathered the first real hurdle.
Come back, हो रहा है guys, come back.
The buy's back in for Nongshim.
Leaf just one away from the pit now.
3 के 3
reveal, yeah.
They have been exceptionally good.
Leaf ने 2 मारे.
Leaf there though.
This year it looked like Dambi was going to string together a couple. He's back on the judge again.
Shocker.
See on the other side, Ivy already with
Never mind, bhai.
in hand. Chance to set Dambi in motion.
जा अंदर जाके देखा तू जा.
With the judge, but
बेटा तेरे लिए यहाँ पे जज बैठी हुई है.
That's not going to let up just yet. Stands up here.
Yeah, incredible work actually to be able to deal with that front line. Yes, we'll get traded out, but he's still done good damage and give them a numbers game to the good. Player up, leaving X-Ross, RB and
Jogomo, please भागते हुए मत आना बाहर.
Again, no.
तू जब भी भागता है चूतिया लगता है.
It's all very direct in approach here. G2's patience gonna put Nongshim under pressure. Francis, sharp today. Gonna get an opportunity on Baby Bay, but it's RB to get absolutely bamboozled.
Diamond player, याद कर रहा था. आंखें गया वो.
Bringing it back now.
Up to 7.
आंखें तो गया था भाई वो भी.
Within 2, very quickly here. And a chance, finally, what it feels like since map 1, to stabilize the finances. Dambi just, I mean, even Valorant on the retreat there, it's still a beautiful catch. Yeah, looking a little linear in terms of the approach early on here for Nongshim.
Let's go!
G2 win out massively in terms of the tempo, in terms of stripping away maybe some of that confidence on the side of Nongshim. First ult cycle, we talked about the pit being available on both sides now. Nightfall for Trent, Valorant just one away from the divide. Dambi already.
Shit bro, game के चक्कर में miss हो गया.
Also, just one away from the nightfall.
आके गया भाई वो.
Now top of the board for Nongshim, by the way.
Yeah, no.
गोकू से थोड़ा बहस करके गया पकड़ में.
He has been certainly in contention the whole time.
इतना है क्या?
Going back and forth, but I'd like to see some depth to Nongshim here. As I said, it felt way too direct, almost too stubborn to give up on that B approach.
Maybe relying on winning out these engagements, because the first half was pretty one-sided in terms of the firefighting at least. But I mean, G2 should read this as an adjustment towards mid or A. But not as a plan in place to capitalize outside B. We'll have to wait and see.
इसको कभी नहीं चला मैंने.
For me though, I want to put a lot of credit towards Valorant in this, considering he's been dealing with that majority of that B hit. He's done really well. Don't get me wrong, Trent's been great with the reveals and support too.
Similar to what we're talking about with RB in the first half, right?
Yes.
Get a kill, slow it down a little bit.
And it is the correct read so far, at least for the strong side of the map for G2.
Both sides actually covered here. The mid going to be covered by the pit of Leaf, and they're well equipped to handle this.
कोई नया tutorial नहीं दिया Lord ने.
Towards A.
कैसा Lord?
Slowing down.
वो क्यों देगा? वो सोया पड़ा रहेगा भाई. उसके एग्जाम के चक्कर में सोते रहता है.
I don't think the Prowler connected to either player close by as well.
This is not good though.
No, they've slipped the pit.
I mean, Babyface playing deep.
भाई वो अंदर आ चुका है उधर देखो.
But it does cut off rotation.
ओमेन को देखो भाई.
Very behind the wheel, but can Nongshim even identify
थोड़ा सा और
through this far? And it's probably put a couple of question marks. And they're very much at the door. They are with stingers. They are with buckies. It's still not a great buy.
Yeah, mine.
But that's not really stopped them.
ये open है, mid पे alt है. D main में कोई नहीं है.
And the fact that Jorgmo is on the judge and tucked into sight.
Okay, can Valorant once again live here? Jorgmo in the dance. And he is going to be coming out on top in this one, keeping them at arm's length. Trent. Do the two-step.
Aim हक दिया भाई इसने. ये लोग भी aim हकते हैं. Wow.
Not able to scale in here. Very diligent from G2. Very disciplined from G2.
Nice one.
That is what the doctor ordered. Don't allow him in the door. Don't lose that discipline.
बढ़िया खेल.
Get back
let's go.
Valen to shine once more. Because Jorgmo tucking into sight. The judge here is actually pretty risky.
Oh hello. Oh पीछे था.
Unchecked on the drop from heaven.
Absolutely stellar work from Valen.
4 in a row for G2.
Ole. Chupre.
A rinse and repeat. Baby able to slow things down here as counts Util, but there's some around this catch. Dambi's ahead of it.
Yeah, Dambi now let off the leash. This is where the promise begins. He gets to play his game with Francis slicing through middle. It leaves just two alive. Valen, the backbone in some of these rounds, now stands basically against 5 players.
Where's your anchoring now?
अगर विलन ने 2-3 मारे ना मजा आ जाएगा भाई.
And they're looking to punish Trent.
Yeah.
He can get one.
Chudi.
Oh my God, he could have gotten more, but he does only get one. And now does that then turn their attention? Or do they bullishly work their way forward? Valen doesn't know it. Now he does! Peekaboo from Dambi. And that's all it takes.
Second approach towards A. Just that slight adjustment on the timing early on from Dambi. Beautiful learning on the fly from them. And Francis, I mean, another situation where he's just teed up. Doesn't even need to transfer this time. The response found double digits for Nongshim.
Needed that one though. Felt like they were in a bit of a drought. Felt like the build back was certainly happening, and G2 still within touching distance. Don't think they're not. And the battle in middle begins, and already Dambi once again dealt with. Difference coming in the form of Leaf this time. Follow-up found as well. Looking out of sorts here.
Really off timing in terms of the paranoia. See, nobody's affected until Dambi's fully dead. Maybe relying a little too much on that early utility, the flash and the stun. Still 3 players for Nongshim. Alive and kicking. Very healthy, but the full force of G2 on the other side.
Leaf solid.
वो अस्त्र वाइपर को देखो ना, देख रहे हो राइट में क्या कर रहा है, हिल रहा है इधर उधर इन्फो ले रहा है, कैसे ले रहा है देखो चुदनी वाला था.
Considering you got contact over towards Leaf, spins around, but he is already seen, right? That was the issue there. Jaw now going to be called into attention as well. Nongshim Not particularly afraid, but caution being aired here. Valen does get outdone. Leaf on 3. As RB, the last remaining bastion, but that spike being where it is a problem. 2 players waiting.
Oh, nice, Ray.
Quick grab on that. All right, fast hands, but you got to be fast on that trigger. If you want a chance in this, seized and held G2. Banking on Leaf for a bit of brilliance, but he's got him there. And that felt like a little bit of a misstep.
Yeah, the timing here, you can see the paranoia just landing as Leaf catches the headshot, and then he's teed up for Francis, right? Issue being, Dambi can't succeed on some of these pacier hits. Nobody can really go alongside him. At a fault maybe of over-reliance on Dambi delivering there with the judge.
सारे के सारे
Let's
बकवास
be honest, before we found 3 in a similar situation, certainly expect him to deliver again there if the paranoia does connect. Span back through this orb, but Avion.
New healing agent सही में आ रहा है क्या? हाँ वो सेज की बहन है.
A little curious.
रिलीज करेंगे, आएगा. इस एक्ट खत्म होने दो. सब डिटेल मिल जाएगा. I think मेरे 4 का ना हाइड्रोलिक चला गया है. अपने आप नीचे जा रहा है.
Area of control, but he's gone down. So the reactive play from Nongshim wants to
अभी
go
करा
towards
मैंने.
heaven, but
पहले
then
नहीं
you've
करा
got
था.
Valen here. You
तो
got
ज़्यादा ही
Leaf
नीचे
on
दिख रहा हूँ.
CT. You don't even have B main control. So surely you can't go that way. Are they trying to fake this? They absolutely are. Gonna maybe set something up towards the A side, but look at the passive.
साले सिर्फ चाइनीज एजेंट्स ही डाल रहे हैं.
They will be identified.
Riot Games ऐसा ही है.
Yeah.
Ooh,
to recall
nice.
back out. But it gives Dambi
Yeah,
an
अच्छा था.
opportunity to backfill
But
that space now, get posted
इस पे ना
up
ज़्यादा
close
टाइम नहीं
with the
मिलता.
judge.
Third Chinese agent है.
Hold that CT space. Here come all the ults.
Chinese players ज़्यादा होंगे, mostly for that reason. But India में इतने सारे लोग खेलते हैं.
Baby Bay going to be put to work here. Can he find
India में एक बंदे के 5 या 6 अकाउंट होते हैं.
Clearing out, but Dambi back into the case, back into action.
मेरा छोड़.
Back doing work. Diffuse is going to be perfectly fine in the end. Numbers sitting secure for G2, who've made it back up all even.
सबसे अंडर वंडल कौन सी है? एल्डर फ्रेम.
No hesitation about
कोई नहीं चला था.
The divide just cutting off the backside of the
स्किन लेके भी कोई नहीं चला था. Origin थोड़ा अच्छी है.
I'm sure how those first 2 kills even
I think
came
Origin will
to
go
be.
here. अगर Origin नहीं आ जाएगी तो I think इसको ऊपर डालेंगे. और इसको भी थोड़ा ये टायर दे देते क्योंकि ये चलती है टैप पे. ये बकवास है.
Back in this position where we're almost questioning some of the depth in approach here for Nongshim.
इतना ऊपर नहीं है.
Said in terms of the war of attrition, they are.
Primordium को I'll give A.
Pacier, hyper aggressive takes.
Trent might be caught on a bit of an awkward timing here.
For real,
मेरे
में ही
and the Prowler really well timed. Dambi, they
क्या
are
करते
reading
हो
how
यार?
this guy wants to play. There's 3 players posted towards
मैं तो
this
दोस्तों का खेलता
position.
हूँ. अगर मुझे खेलना ही है तो मेरे सारे आईडी लाइक 2-3 आईडी जो है दोस्तों की सबकी सब इमो एक ही है मेरी वाली. बाकी सारे मैंने एसिडेंट और डायमंड ही लाके छोड़े. डायमंड तो बहुत कम रहती है. एसिडेंट सारे एसिडेंट ही आ जाते हैं अपने आप. ज़्यादा मेहनत नहीं करनी पड़ती, अपने आ जाती. अभी नींद आ रही है भाई इंडी. अभी तो पेपर रेस का मैच चालू होने वाला है, इनका खत्म होने वाला है. Let's go, let's go. अरे
Jaws got him dead.
Nice.
Good follow up from RB, but the numbers are just so strong. This would
No,
need
no,
miraculous
no.
work
Nice one.
from Ivy.
चलो
Stunned
खत्म.
up and seen. He has been put to bed as G2 actually
G2 lead पे आ गई.
taking the lead here. Come on, Jim, have an answer, Mike.
It's starting to dial things back a little bit. He said
This
reading
is OG.
the situation perfectly. Dambi just chomping at the bit.
RTX is also थोड़ा OG.
Rapid in approach. Try and make that Bucky work.
ये नहीं, हाँ ये थोड़ा अच्छा है.
That's 3 rounds in a row now for G2.
Nah.
Couple of ultimates now online. Lacking in that department for Nongshim. And back to the drawing board. Maybe
ये Monkey King उतना पसंद नहीं है.
previous take towards heaven.
Oh, ये वाली है ना?
Oh, it should be in now. Do you full send it into a pit?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought he was on the money for that.
Yeah.
एक पहला अकाउंट सिल्वर 1 में प्लेस हुआ था फिर फर्स्ट टाइम. अगर मैं नया अकाउंट खोलूँ और उस पे अनरैंक्ड से मैं अगर स्टार्टिंग खेलूँ ना तो मेरे को डायमंड तो डायरेक्ट ही दे देंगे ये लोग. असेंडेंट नहीं देंगे बट डायमंड दे देंगे डायरेक्ट. एंड मेरे में मेरा दोस्त ने गिफ्ट किया था बिकॉज ऑफ खेलना छोड़ दिया था. मैं सोच रहा हूँ कल से एक ये लाइक क्या गोल लगा देता हूँ.
Give up the site. This is the exchange that almost is agreed upon. But Baby vulnerable still wins the fight. Ivy looking straight back in, but he can't deal with the pressure. Ball comes down on top, and they're going to try and shut down on one of them. It's Ivy to fall. G2 with a vice-like grip, trying to claw back into this round.
Oh my God!
Dabby, what is that? And now just Jaw, who is so far away from this, having to slowly work his way back over.
Let's go, Jogomo. You can do it. Jogomo थर-थर काँप रहा है. जोगोमो भी लाइक भाई मेरे को क्यों छोड़ा हुआ है ऐसे अकेले. मिनिमा चल रही है क्या? एक बंदा
You even noted the first time really they got away scot-free with an opening engagement. Some damage, yes, but a great catch here on
account level 20
Dambi just comes alive.
5 games खेलो diamond place करो.
It's rare you see him have to take a second shot
करा है
with the
मैंने.
judge. He just
बहुत सारे accounts diamond
the
करे.
opener.
एक नहीं बहुत 3 या 4 करे. एक तो मेरे दोस्त की थी
the right moment in the round wrong for G2, but
timeout.
Timeout.
Nongshim able to find a response.
ये नहीं ये
Last timeout here for G2 ahead of round 23. In terms of ults here, a little off kilter for both teams. Jorgamo still sitting on his, and RB on the other side. Unlikely to see anything else, but potentially Exros with the Nightfall. And what's the next steps for Nongshim?
Well, that's the thing, because it doesn't feel consistent.
No, it doesn't. No, they've kind of found a little value now on both sides of the map, but it's not felt comfortable.
No, and it doesn't feel like you can repeat those steps every time.
And G2 have looked better in the reads as well, coming out of some of these timeouts, this one being theirs, but in terms of where Nongshim have switched things up, hasn't amounted to more than 3 rounds in the second half. And of course,
we got headphones.
Jorgamo again.
Again? Has he been at this before?
Historically, Jorgamo.
I mean, true.
Yeah. We need to get a tally going.
What,
or just like a hit list of players. It'll still be Nookie at the top.
Yeah, there was something going on with that. But also, there's been a couple of villains in dropping any various drinks on stages. That was key for a while, but hopefully Jaw gets that one sorted out. But I guess it kind of also, whether you like it or not, lets it simmer for a second. 11-11 here. A great showing, Anachi. I'm glad we got to map 3, because the first 2 felt like we saw the strengths from either side and also the weaknesses from the other. Right? It felt a
but
little
new
bit
में diamond होता भी है,
one-sided
मेरा
in
G3
both
हुआ था एक
cases. Split. It's been streaky as well, though. You look at the run around, it has been
Justice
kind of just these mad runs, 6 rounds, 4 rounds, 3 in a trot, and then finally a break for Nongshim, and it felt just an untraded kill set that up.
Very polarizing in terms of
last year तो नहीं है यार.
To string together rounds.
कोई नहीं चलाता यार उसको.
To ask G2 to string together another. I mean, they got the ball.
उनको क्या पसंद है भाई वो?
Only what, a 4-player stack in that last round of Corrode. And in Eco, just sheriffs. Unfortunately, G2 feed into it. Other than that, they've done the hard work in terms of getting back in control of that map. They've absolutely done that once more here. Obviously, tied up 11
deserving है भाई.
7-3 on the second half.
ये दोनों deserving है. 1, 2, ये भी 3, ये भी deserving है.
Done the hard work once more.
Does he need help? Oh, there we are.
Are you okay?
मेरे हिसाब से ये सही है.
It looks like a replacement of the year.
I mean, it has animations. Nah, but फिर भी ना इधर ना बरो चैंपियंस यहाँ पे भी अरेंज करते हैं ठीक है ना चैंपियंस गाया प्रिलूड नहीं या एक्सो ओके यहाँ पे I'll give prime first Prime champion नहीं इसको यहाँ पे
the double duelist, chief duelist, double duelist. The 1-2 punch of space-making agents and a defensive anchor have prioritized duelist-based comps more than ever.
Playing against double duelist is just super stressful.
What was that for G2?
You can't let him do that.
I think the duelists inherently have a little bit more oppressive util.
Duelist utility has gotten more valuable, whereas information is harder to get because of the initiator utility nerfs. So that means either you do a lot of work to try and figure this out, or you do the simple thing and just charge people. NRG now stands to be the team going against the meta.
We're playing to counter the meta, and teams have to adapt to us.
There is just no way.
There have been other teams in Kickoff that were trying to play this style. They're just not the 2025 world champions.
With 6 teams remaining, it is going to be an exciting, fast-paced playoff stage.
저는 한 명밖에 안 죽은 줄 알았는데 2명이 죽었더라고. 그래가지고 이제.
And I personally can't wait to see who comes out on top.
Great point, me.
Massive insight.
Love what I'm saying.
So, apply that to this series then. What are we looking at here?
That's a different day rate, Michael.
Okay.
Sorry, we can't be doing that here. Hopefully all is resolved. I'm seeing headphones back on. It looks like we are pretty much good.
ये तो कचरा है भाई.
Still a lower third.
Yeah, I'm standing up.
मेरे हिसाब से ये सही
I
है.
couldn't see. I was sat down. All right.
But I think coming back to that initial discussion we were having, even coming into this map, Nongshim are just one of the examples that.
चैंपियन टूर्नामेंट पे मेरे को थोड़ा एक्सो से ना भाई एक्सो तू कभी चला के देख एक बार वन टैप्स
very little you can do once they get the ball rolling and outside of maybe exploring
बहुत अच्छा लगता है भाई एक्सो वन टैप मारना
you know
लेजेंडरी है भाई
मतलब
other things कैसे बोल सकते हैं
potentially would really cause issues for a team like Nongshim.
So is one of the legend bro.
See, they haven't really seen that apparent here, but what we do for the rest of Santiago.
तो नींद आ रही है भाई.
So Jorgamo just toying with the idea of an operator there.
Yeah, did he? He's gone for the Vandal for now. 5 more seconds to make up his mind. I think.
PRX का मैच देखने बैठा था.
Start though, coming up from G2 as well. Are they expecting presence down here? They're going to put bodies behind it.
फैलान को जानते हो? नाम सुना
है. This is a late look back, so this could be again a bit of a brawl here.
I think वो यूट्यूबर है ना जो सब्सक्राइबर्स गेम्स खेलते रहते हैं रात को बैठ बैठ के.
There is a firing squad and Dambi's taking damage. It's lovely.
Ascendant आईडी से किसी के साथ भी खेल लेता है और उनका थोड़ा पुश करने का ये करता है ना वो.
You are absolutely mad for that one. And it looks all out of sorts. Nongshim looking shaky in this.
तुम सब्सक्राइबर्स के लिए
G2 just run away right out of the timeout.
लोअर लॉबी के साथ खेलते हो और उनका थोड़ा बूस्ट करवा देते हो. फिर वो जो बूस्टर प्लेयर होते हैं अपनी लॉबी में मतलब हायर लॉबी में आके हक देते हैं और वो लोग दूसरों का माइनस करवाते हैं. इनको ऐसे लोग पसंद नहीं. अब मान लो वो एसेंडेंट वाला बंदा है फैलॉन एक गोल्ड वाले बंदे के साथ खेलता है जो उसका सब्सक्राइबर है और उसको प्लैट लेके आता है और मेरे प्लैट वाले दोस्त उस जो प्लैट वाला बंदा है जो गोल्ड से प्लैट आता है बूस्ट होके वो प्लैट वाला बंदा मेरे दोस्तों के साथ मैचिंग में आता है और वो उसकी लॉबी में खेलेगा नहीं क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली बूस्टेड प्लेयर है ना तो बंदे सारे भरेंगे उसको वो नहीं पता प्लैट वाले बंदे को कि बूस्ट हो तो जाएगा तू बट क्या पॉइंट क्या है देखो तेरे टीममेट्स खुद गाली देंगे जब तू नहीं खेलेगा देखो ऐसे बंदे नहीं पसंद आए.
Solution being stick an extra body here.
Couldn't do it with 4. Let's try it with 5. And Dambi going to be sent in towards those vents.
मैं अब तक किसी का भी अकाउंट बूस्ट करके नहीं दिया बता.
Kind of exchange of space for G2. So they can post Trent up towards this.
I think Kazami का बस एक बंदे का मैंने अकाउंट से खेला था वो भी उसको कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं किया मैंने उसके मैचेस देखे ठीक है उसने उसके मैचेस में सारे मैचेस में मैच MVP तो मतलब कुछ तो गड़बड़ है ना.
But a shot like that will do the job. this open up enough?
तो वो देख के मैंने बोला भाई तू ठीक है दे दे
He's always good
मैं
for
तेरे को
one.
कम
It
से
feels
कम
like he gets a number
सिल्वर
up
3 से
here.
निकाल के
That's
गोल्ड
the
तक ला
old
देता हूँ
French
बाद में तुझे
crossbow.
खेलना पड़ेगा
Couple of key
मैंने इसको
tools
गोल्ड
now,
ला के
but
दिया भाई
look at Ivy as
सिल्वर 2
well.
में फंसा
This
हुआ था
could
वो
be
सिल्वर 2 सिल्वर 3
everything
सिल्वर
they
2
dreamed
सिल्वर
of.
3 ऐसे
Danby
चलता
trying to
था
identify the players on the side. They've got him dead to rights. Danby doing magic work here for Nongshim. And of course,
तो मैंने उसको गोल्ड लगा के दिया अभी वो गोल्ड में ही है
as Baby Bay would have to go wild on this. And Danby, oh my god, he's deleted.
Silver is hell by,
haan. Let's see what you've got for us. He's put him on notice. He's put him on notice. Oh,
fuck bro, close up tha wo.
You were so late to the
33
party,
HP.
but you made it there eventually. God damn.
Ivy toying with
So
the
who won?
timing here.
OT.
Allowing Baby Bay to
कितना
isolate
स्मर्फ
two
आते हैं
1v1s.
जब मैं सिल्वर में था हाँ ना तो इसीलिए मैंने उसकी आईडी मैंने बोला ठीक है भाई वो मुझे कुछ तो बोला कि स्किन गिफ्ट करेगा मैंने बोला कुछ नहीं चाहिए तो आईडी दे मैं तेरे को करवा दूंगा
He's a miracle worker, that man.
ऐसे डिजर्विंग लोगों को आईडी पुश करा के देना ठीक है भाई नहीं अगर किसी को बूस्ट करा देता ना तो उसके पीछे रीजन होता है या तो वो पूरा मैच एमवीपी बनता है तो मैं उसको थोड़ा बूस्ट करवा देता हूँ उसकी लॉबी से निकलने के लिए बाकी उसको खेलना पड़ेगा अभी गोजो को देखो गोजो ने बोला था मेरे को बूस्ट करवा दो ब्रोंज से सिल्वर तक मैंने उसको उसका मैचेस देखा ब्रोंज में मैच एमवीपी तो नहीं था मतलब 10 में से 5 मैच एमवीपी था बाकी पांचों में बॉटम फ्रैग तो मैंने उसको G2 से G3 और सिल्वर 1 तक ला दिया था अभी फिर से गोल्ड 1 आ गया मैं समझ गया भाई नहीं तू नहीं खेल पाएगा इसलिए मैं बोला तुझे खुद खेलना पड़ेगा
but beyond that this is starting to heat up now, right? We're getting into OT, we're getting into real thick of things. I genuinely thought Nongshim were kind of out of this one.
और अब मैं स्मर्फ कर रहा होता हूँ क्योंकि मेरे काफी दोस्त सिल्वर में भाई यार दोस्तों को हेल्प करने का हमारा वो बड़ा दिल इंडियन है ना हर जगह हेल्प करने का सोचते हैं
I'm a bit worried for G2. This team, I'm still not sure about how they handle pressure. We're going to take
तो उनको हेल्प करते करते फिर उन लोगों का गेम सेंस नहीं बढ़ता है ना It took me 2 months to get out of silver. What?
I killed him accidentally. I wasn't supposed to kill him.
A decent start here. Yeah, they get the Molly missile. Oh, when he just walks forward and falls off.
What was going through my head when I fell off the map? Honestly, I was like, I fell off the map. I fell off the map, bro. Backside, guys. I fell off the map.
저거 저지르고 이제 나머지 다 잡고 엑스로스한테 이제 좀 흥분하는 모습을 보였는데 정원이가 이때
भाई मैं तेरे को
저도 같이 웃었던 것 같습니다.
10 रुपए देगा मुझे इमो पहुंचा दे ना
Everyone stood up. I didn't even stand up at this moment because I'm telling you I had to pee.
खुद ग्राइंड करो सीखो कैसे खेलते हैं
I remember like reading some science about like peeing and performing, like you unlock a new level.
I don't think I've ever expected to have to discuss the theory of having to pee while performing, but thank you for the end of that one, I guess.
What do you think the impact here is of that?
Well,
tempo.
He looks a lot more calm. Yeah, a lot less pressure. Now,
so actually, holding the stomach a little bit there. No,
it's not good for you to be doing it. So maybe we see why Trent lost that fight. Maybe that was it. Just like, got going.
Pressure started to build for him.
Yeah. Now, calm. What is my job some days, honestly? It's not going in the highlight reel, guys. Absolutely.
I'm sure you'll be
bro, not 10 rupees, 150 rupees.
I swear we have
more insight.
More
insight.
We need to get you on any of these, please. Features? Can we? Anyone else? I can't.
Let's do a tech pause. SOT next.
Brilliant, because we won't be in that one.
No,
of
course not.
Never us. Well, thank you for your patience if you are playing it along at home. We do appreciate it. Obviously, if a player needs to run off stage, they need to run off stage. Is what it is. Funny enough, we are all human. How bizarre. But let's bring up... yeah, apparently he's something a little different. Let's refocus here at 12 apiece. Map 3. Nongshim up against G2. And they are showing some real wherewithal on the Nongshim side. I thought they were toast.
You can live a good life for years.
They are certainly not. They've dragged it back. And G2 have to once again pull themselves back together.
Turn of pace here for Nongshim.
100 भी मेरे को champions 25 जैसे लगता
है. Extremity here, Leaf shut down. Trent found as well.
Design
More
अलग है बस
aggression on the side of Nongshim. Will spur on Baby Bay elsewhere.
Nice, big hit from Baby Bay though, but that was bloodthirsty on the other side of the map, but they've got a little window of opportunity. Jaw caught off guard a little bit by CT, expects to swing from heaven. Not there yet. Oh my god, this is bold work. Francis has been filthy, and he is patient on this in case someone tried to swing. It's not to be. Looking at the options here, Valen shut down as well. Nongshim just hitting hard after that. Going into OT. They have absolutely sent a message. We have no fear and we will fight you on every front.
Ray looking for something outside the smoke here, but nobody disagreed to him. Nongshim just letting this clock run down. Force Baby Bay a little further forwards.
Public.
It was close before, but this is so difficult with these numbers, man. Okay. Baby Bay, this would need to be an ace.
Well, one more for the ult.
Ace.
Spike. Danby. Be the next point of action, potentially actually a drop from heaven. He's being toyed with, and X-Ross, the one to secure the first round in OT, being Nongshim in the lead.
G2 just caught off guard here. Trent and Leaf just dismantled so early on. I mean, look at the investment here. It's just overwhelming for only 2 members. Like I said, it spurred things on towards B for sure, but it's only 1 kill from Baby Bay. It's not enough impact to really swing things back in their favor, and G2 will call another timeout here.
Yeah.
Lots to consider.
Yeah, bhai.
This is where it gets tough though, because I'm starting to see
Francis. I don't know
whether he can still, obviously there's still time for adjustment as we are at timeout, but
it is a concern though, because it would be a curveball.
They haven't seen it much, right? This hasn't been something they've depended on, so this could be a nice new look that they can just throw in.
Well,
they have a round to the good.
Even to catch somebody like Jorgamo previously exploring towards B main, we've seen G2 look to get a little proactive outside of reading Nongshim very well on the defense, not just coming out of the timeouts, but some of the other rounds forcing them to explore towards A and mid. They were there to greet them every single time. So yeah, Francis wants to really mess with their heads. G2 feel like that's what's been working for them.
Oi, tu kya kar raha hai yahan pe? Sharat, hello. क्या कर रहा है भाई? क्या हो गया तेरे को? इसको क्यों दे दिया भाई? क्या हो गया? क्या बोला? Last offer bro 160. इसलिए ये मेरे को नहीं आया मैसेज. मेरा आईपैड में नहीं आया है. Okay, 155 पे डन करते हैं. लाल भाई.
Oh, there it is. What a surprise.
क्यों दिया लेकिन? Hello.
Francis just opens up the account. G2, it's panic stations here. Man to the good early, sight under control, and Francis goes hunting.
मत करना ओए शरद.
Backbone player, him and Valen in my mind have been essential
भाई
to G2's
hit
success.
neon ban कर देना चाहिए.
Slow and steady.
हाँ ना मेरे को भी नहीं पसंद है यार वो
G2 need
एजेंट.
to get themselves on the same page, but he is getting closer.
60 हर्ट्ज वाले के सारे रिजल्ट्स उड़ा दिए ब्रो. अरे वो मेरा मॉड है आते रहते हैं.
Danby waiting, takes down Jaw. 3 players, and of course it's Danby at the helm of their destruction as Trent, last man alive. A 1v2 Trent. This is a lot to ask of anyone, and it's not gonna happen. Nongshim, it took a long time to get here. But my God, do they make it their own? 14-12. First big scalp claim to my mind for this team.
You can see what it means to them as well. Insane performance here.
Lower bracket finals, all Chinese versus इनका ये चलेगा. अभी interesting match
है. An experienced player like RB. G2 put up one hell of a fight here, right down to the wire.
Bye.
Leaf, Valen, both standouts for me individually.
Yeah, very impressive.
No real.
Chomu भाई chomu. ये क्या कर रहा है?
set should be enough, yes?
नहीं कोई तो अंडर हेवन बोला
कौन कब
Ambi is a bit of an icon.
खेल रहे हो भाई MTV सारे एजेंट्स की तरफ और वो पागल नियन एक तरफ नियन थोड़ा मतलब ये है भड़वा एजेंट्स है भाई कुछ भी कर देता है भागते भागते मारेगा चलते चलते मारेगा स्लाइड मारेगा ये करेगा लाइक अगर उसके अगेंस्ट फाइट ले रहे हो ना तो इतना पक्का समझ लो कि आपकी एम की माँ की आँख थोड़ा मतलब थोड़ा ही ज़्यादा ही मतलब ये है वो एजेंट बचकाने जैसा है भाई रायोग के कितने सब्सक्राइबर्स है भाई
Spike down B.
माल फूक के खेलते हैं वो Like मेरे को बहुत नींद आ रही है भाई क्या करूँ सिक्सटी हर्ट्स वाला रेड करने चले क्या कहाँ क्या रेड करने चला गया हेलो क्या मतलब रेड करने चला गया किसको राइव के चार्ट पढ़ो What? ओए पागल वागल हो गया क्या भाई हेलो अबे तू पागल है क्या भाई क्यों कर रहा है इसको ओए मत करा कर भाई मैं खुद बैन दे दूंगा तेरे को अबे पागल हो गया क्या मैं जानता हूँ भाई उसको गजब आदमी है भाई ये बेइज्जती करवा रहा है भाई पर आपने रेड किया पागल है क्या मैं पूछा ये क्या कर रहा है मेरे दोस्त है भाई वो लोग सारे गजब आदमी है पेपररेक्स कौन सा आईडी से खेल रहा है वो रायुक अच्छा वो तो मेरे में एडेड नहीं है सॉरी क्लोक की स्मोक अल्टरली को फ्लैश से रिप्लेस कर देती है. व्हाट यू से? कैसे एजेंट रहेगा?
मैच फाउंड.
नो आइडिया, पहली बार सुन रहा हूँ.
Death match. Warm up.
Okay. Get sniped. मेरा iPad बीच में यार. पड़ रहा था.
I know what must be done.
अरे रिव दो.
Fight. I have your back.
अरे हेड खाया तू. दफा हो. भाई हेड खाया वो. तुम दिखाई नहीं दे रहा. डांट के.
Target down.
सर क्यों वो फिनिक्स सर पटक रहा है? हेलो फिनिक्स. आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड कि थोड़ा मुश्किल से गुजरा है बट
We turn to dust.
okay. Okay. Never mind. ये मेरी फेवरेट जगह है भाई ऊपर. तू क्यों आया मेरी जगह पे? हेलो. जस्ट इमेजिन मैं सोच रहा था ऐसे ही हो said I have smoke agent and I want to play glove. That's why. Not bad. ये बहुत हो गया तुम लोगों का. थोड़ा मैं पिट रहा हूँ यहाँ पे. ओ हेलो सर. लड़ाई ले रहा था ना पे. तू आ. टिकट है ना. मुझे इसीलिए करने पसंद है ये. ना भाई मैं नहीं जाता. माइंड फक हो जाता भाई वो गन देख के. लॉल. हैंडल नहीं है अभी. चलो कोशिश करेंगे ना मारने की.
Eliminated. Three down. 4 down.
Okay, never mind, my bad. Underestimate कर को.
One dead. Good attempt.
This angle is very crazy, bro. यहाँ पे मतलब यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक सब मिल जाता है आपको. Okay, 1 2 3.
10 kills remaining.
चलो कम से कम टॉप पे तो भाई.
You fought well.
Oh. Yeah, meow. इससे लड़ू एक साथ. हाँ भाई, मैं second.
5 kills remaining.
Second तो रहूँगा यार. I deserve second, bro. इस मैच. आना इधर से क्यों पिट रहा है?
Enemy down.
1 kill remaining.
Opponent killed. Be at peace. Return to dust.
बोला ना सेकंड पे रहूँगा. बोला कि नहीं सेकंड पे रहूँगा, बस सिंपल सी बात. हट यार 29K पे गेम क्रैश हो गया है. 29 किल पे. अच्छा फर्स्ट था यार. नहीं मैं स्टार्टिंग में बकचोदी करा ना, शरीर से खेल रहा था थोड़ा, नहीं तो मार लेता पूरा. कितना ही था भाई. इनको मारने की ज़्यादा मेहनत करनी भी नहीं पड़ती है. Bro, can I do emo for 5k rupees? No bro. बोलता रहा हूँ. नहीं मैं नहीं करता भाई, किसी को बूस्ट नहीं करता. खेलना है तो ढंग से खेलो, प्रैक्टिस करो. भाई कोई मेरे को बूस्टेड बोले, मैं उसको छाटा मार दूँ, शर्म नहीं आती क्या? बूस्टेड ओ दुश्मनी निभा रहा है. चलो इसको हटा देते हैं. ओके सो एनएस नीचे. पेपर रैक्स जल्दी करो ना यार, नींद भी सोना भी. ओ आ गए.
And shutting down Furia, they were exhausting them when they got onto the third map on that last half. They just didn't have anything else to do, and as you can see here, the numbers tell the story.
Yeah, the first time these teams played.
Bro, for 500k rupees, no bro. ना मतलब ना भाई, अपने वसूल है थोड़े rules है, नहीं करते उसको break.
By his standards, but the rest of the players, Envy, who you mentioned, Forsaken, they all stepped up big time to keep him in. It was different against
Alex.
Furia. They got prepped against on Haven, went down a map in that series, only for it to be a classic Paper X game of the Jing something utter takeover to decimate those next two maps and get the win. This is a Paper X Mitch that is shown both the ability to play that more stylistic, very intelligent game, but also to still go back to just taking over with the individuals.
Envy's been a revelation, obviously one of the more recent additions to this team. We had a chance to hear from him. He stepped aside for a time with Jen Lee.
Jen here with Envy of Paper X. Now, Envy, what did you guys focus on to prevent Energy from winning this rematch?
They
we
didn't
focused
prepare
on
anything.
a lot of things, making the right adjustments for the things they did well against us. We're gonna make sure like those things won't happen again, and we're gonna make sure we win again.
NV आजकल hype पे चल रहा था अच्छा चल रहा है इसका ये this year.
Maybe if we win against Energy, more people will. So I hope so.
Thank you so much and best of luck.
I mean, that's crazy. People are loving it.
He means again? He's already won.
I saw a tweet basically saying he wouldn't be able to make it today because he has a schedule clash with the Santiago GOAT exhibit. So I think a lot of people are cottoning on that this guy might well be the truth. Let's cross over to NRG though, because these guys got beaten black and blue against BBL. They managed to emerge from that series victorious. It went to an overtime nail biter. Absurd clutch moments from both sides, and as Mimi's alluded to over the last couple of days, a little bit of throwing in some crucial rounds. It's about as close as it gets between these two in the end.
From both sides, though, that's how these overtimes go. NRG, I'll tell you, is the most resilient team in this tournament. They have had to rely on comebacks nearly in the Paper X series, only getting shut down by that ace. And here again, against BVL, they throw a 4v2 of their own, go back, win a 2v4 in reply, have huge clutch rounds, and throughout that, still have Ethan coming up with the correct adaptations under extreme pressure. That's what this kind of experience brings to you. Ethan had a monster performance on Split, and he has an opportunity here. If he can make top 3 winning this match and maybe go on to win another trophy, I think he would overtake Chronicle as the winningest player in Valorant, would tie him with 3 trophies, would match the back-to-back achievements, and would have 2 Champions trophies to boot.
It's time, guys, for a 1v1 showdown in Skirmish 4. Side select. This one is a duel between Something and Marta. A matchup that promises to be spicy. 2 of your highest flyers in the world of Valorant here. Battling it out, of course, in a first to 5.
We're seeing the players here. Something, actually, the player that we're seeing is finding his form now for Mata. He had a stellar performance in the first map when they went up against Paper X.
I hope these guys talk some smack as well. They like to banter a little bit, so hopefully we get some of that from this little head-to-head.
Yeah, it's really exciting to watch these guys. Both so impressive mechanically in their own right, and were excellent in that first match between them. I'm really interested as we get ready for the map veto after we find out who wins this skirmish, to see who wants to make changes. Does one of these teams want to take a risk and change event, try and push it in a different direction, and throw something off, because there are some kind of equal ground for both teams where we haven't seen a ton.
I think Demon
this
One
event. If I'm NRG, I definitely would be trying to think if there is a map I can change up and get something interesting.
But भाई उसका एक season बहुत hype चला गया था, मतलब अलग level चला गया था. But खेलता भी वो वैसा ही भाई.
Some flaws in the
कौन चल रहा है lead
some
पे?
different routes that you would have liked to take, and also you do not want to be so obvious.
Or maybe you feel like there's
हार गया something
on a certain map that you dealt with against that same opponent, so want to go somewhere
something
else a little bit more comfortable. Mara wins out the skirmish in the end, so that means we can get stuck straight into our map veto here. Remember last time it was Split, Pearl and Haven.
भाई for 5
between
crore
these two.
तो एक काम कर ले. वो 5 crore ना उसमें से 1 लाख 2 लाख का पीसी ले ले, बाकी सब ना अपने बैंक के लिए इन्वेस्ट कर दे, ठीक है? अपने फ्यूचर को सेव कर, बाकी सारा पैसे 2 लाख पीसी पे लगा, खुद ग्राइंड कर, मजा आएगा.
Energy is Team A, PRX is Team B.
PRX is Team B, okay.
Energy, what's your first ban?
We ban Haven.
Ban
Haven. अरे Haven ban कर दीस.
Abyss. Ban Abyss.
Okay.
Okay, Energy, what's your first
nice,
pick?
Nice.
Big Pearl.
Pick Pearl.
Pearl. Okay, fine.
PRX, what's your side on Pearl?
Attack.
Defense.
Okay. Nice.
Okay. PRX, what's your
Attack ले लेते ना. Map pick.
Big bind. Pick bind. Okay.
Bind.
Energy, what's your side on bind?
Attack on bind.
Attack.
Attack.
Okay, Energy, what's your next ban?
Split. Split ban करेंगे. Split ban करेंगे. अरे breeze.
Okay, PRX.
Guys, we are going with split decider.
Last map.
I knew that.
Split. Energy, what's your side on split?
Defense.
चलो.
Okay, everybody.
Defending, I mean sorry, decider Paper X का बहुत अच्छा है. मजा आएगा match.
Good luck, everybody.
So 2 out of 3.
Agreed. बाकी Radiant level तो
one thing that stuck out to me is instantly NRG are banning Haven.
Yeah, leaving the Bind open, it's such a low map in the ratings for both teams.
Only
yeah, but
replying for
especially
Pegu.
for the side of NRG, that is completely intentional. And it's a thing, I think it's a bait that they've bitten into for the side of PaperX, because they really didn't doubt to go into it. So that is going to be definitely the most interesting map to see.
NRG only played it once. They had a double drone comp similar to some of their others. They lost that in Americas. PaperX has played it a few times, but not since way earlier in Pacific. With the comp with single duelists, that map will be crazy.
But we get to round it out with Split. Always a banger for a match if we get there. We've got the world champs taking on the winners
got the
of
world
Masters Toronto.
champs.
It doesn't get more hype than that. So let's send it down to the stage and welcome PaperX and NRG.
अरे मैं तो सच बोलता Let's go. दल्ले तू पेपर एक्स का मैच देखने के लिए आया ना हरामखोर हैं छोड़ूंगा नहीं तेरे को मैं सुबह तेरे को कॉल किया था उठाया नहीं तो सो गया था क्या PaperX
are still in the hunt to be the first team in Valorant to follow up a World Championship win with a Masters trophy. And PaperX might have run into them at Champions if only they'd managed to get past Fnatic in that upper semi-final. They're always going to be looking for chances to take the World Champs down a peg.
PaperX, one of the most consistent organizations in Valorant. No stranger to a berth into top 4. A win today would be the 8th time this organization has been represented that deep into a global tournament. That would be more than anyone else. But what a moment it would be if it would be a team competing to go back-to-back for only the 2nd time, the ones to make them run it the hard route.
And ever since this meta started, everybody has said this favors PaperX the most. This is the best chance that they have to have a clean win here at Masters. And as we said, they've been playing against the Americas teams the entirety of the tournament. Still want to think about that first map, that Pearl, and how things faced around for NRG versus BBL. How well prepared they were to deal with the aggression. How incredibly fast they were with the double drone and whatnot. Also, having a bit more time to mix up and prepare against PaperX. Because do not forget, at the end of the day, they had like only a few hours to get this match ready.
Yeah, NRG is trying to sell themselves as the anti-meta team. The ones staying away from double duelists, picking into double drone compositions, intentionally trying to shut down teams like PaperX. They were so successful on it against BBL. What I'm interested is, can they do it against the creme de la creme of these compositions?
Yeah, this isn't just a battle of regions, it's a battle of ideas. Both of these are trying to fight to prove that their take on the game is the right one. And it's a similar discussion, I think, that we saw with Nongshim Red Force, another team who loves to play that aggressive style. G2 tried to find a middle ground, right? They tried to find a way to balance that light and shadow. No, NRG want to counter this comp. They want to be the one that answers the questions that PaperX asks so instinctively of their opponents.
They certainly do.
That God Gaming, thank you for the sub, bro. Welcome to the stream.
In a match like this, but these two teams both so experienced, so many times that they've met at this kind of stage in a tournament. You got to look to some of those new players on both sides. Kiko and Envy stepping in a direct parallel, I think, in replacing big shoes.
तो booster deck खेलना सीख ले. Yep, सीख रहा हूँ भाई.
Not just into what the team was, but adding to make them something better.
Yeah, we just saw a very explosive duelist taking onto the stage, and I think that Mada will have to feel in the shoes just
nice calm
as
though,
Tumpy was doing it earlier today. I think that there's going to be not a lot of pressure onto him, but I love the plans that they have around him on the attack. He was completely electric the last time that they played against each other.
Okay, so Oda Pearl, we're no stranger really to seeing the Phoenix from PaperX on this particular map, but they've been mixing the comp up a little bit. We've seen Razor or Vito from them. So this for me feels like PaperX are mixing it up and going back to
it is a pretty solid change since the last time. They were playing that Vito comp. Remember that NRG had such a good prep for of how to do it.
Mr. 60 Hertz ka alt account
It's not quite the same, I don't think. They've played so many comps this year on Pearl. This is not one of them. It's fresh from PRX.
Something a little bit new here. Can't wait to see how this plays out. You're right. Last time it was raise your veto, which even for PRX standards was pretty wacky. You already know this match is going to be an absolute doozy, so without further ado, let's hand it over to Achilles and Paper Thin.
Chill, bhai. Take a chill pill.
Oh boy, here we are. PaperX going to be rematching against NRG. Uber was talking about it. The current reigning champions versus the winners of Masters Toronto. Looking for that slot forward into that upper final. This one is going to be bloody.
Absolutely. I mean, the last match was back and forth the whole way through. Came down to the wire. Came down to another Forsaken ace closer. They have been condemned to fight the Americas here in Master Santiago. Can NRG get their revenge?
Let's go. Match start ho chuka hai.
But this Pearl ought to be interesting with PaperX going back to something that's a little more oldish comfort, not quite what they usually play because it was a Jet in the mix instead of a Yoru, but that's the only difference.
Jet in the mix. KJ also in there.
Sometimes, but they have run it with Vice.
So it is a bit of a change up. Let's see if that catches NRG off guard as Envy. Peek in towards A main. He's going to be scaling
nice Envy. Nice.
Once again, back to their old ways. Just going to be
milega. Ethan milega.
Here for Jing. Trying to get those run it backs on as quickly as possible. But while they push their way out into this position, they have left the A site completely open for this four-man push from NRG.
Yeah, I like the ring around the Rosie here from NRG. This is a pretty good
push.
That A orb is always going to be under contention with this Phoenix in the mix.
Pura de dis.
Space, but they're second guessing themselves here. They had a wide open A site, but
backpedaling a bit, but just not seeing enough. Now going to start storming their way in. Footsteps about to be heard here. Is Envy going to go on the peak, and Scuba has the shutdown. Curveball going to be lobbed in. Jing looking for an elimination, sends the volley into the corner, but Scuba going to be able to collect a second kill. Something forced away.
भाई something का बहुत बुरा game चल रहा पता है इस roster पे.
Player advantage here in their hands is the swing of the core, and Ethan is just so damn snappy with that one. Suddenly it's just something in a 1v4. Alpar is all in tatters, but this would still be one hell of a clutch.
क्या हुआ bro? क्या हुआ? क्या हो गया? अच्छा क्या हो गया bro?
Tucked in the corner there at Halls.
जब भी delete किया we both
counter
know.
Swing and maybe even just finding the timing as there's the turret for the reveal. Something trying to clear that one out.
हो गया.
Sights back, swings the corner. Kiko down so very low, but it's going to be
भाई
Brock.
something का बहुत बुरा मैच चल रहा है
Take
बे.
him down. NRG find the opening pistol.
Well, it's Scuba who really
5-6 मैच से देख रहा हूँ
NRG
something
here.
का भाई बहुत बुरा
That
खेल
is
रहा है.
phenomenal stuff to watch that backside and be so prepared for that quick rotation through mid. Goodness, that is a nasty shed shot. And able to get ahead of the hot hands. Really nice. That basically just breaks things open. So a really nice start here for NRG. Doing something they couldn't do the last time they played Pearl. Win a pistol, even though they won the map. PaperX actually took both. And you can see that now you got to be very cautious, very aware of that Phoenix. And
Second round में Phantom, lol.
proactive util scouting.
उसका भी comeback आएगा ड्यूलो. भाई वो कर नहीं रहा है ना, वही तो problem है यार.
NRG just using that orb collect to try something a little bit different.
Second going on a walkabout here in the mid. The turret will be able to spot him. Decides to just back away. 3 players. It's Art Stair side.
वो comeback करे तब ना.
Rotating again. Through connector across towards the doors. But it's going to be a silent chop walk here for NRG. Full 5-player cluster ready to push down through B main.
That's a pretty good read. Jing with a frenzy, Divide with a sheriff, some firepower in terms of pistols. So you never know here. PaperX looking for that eco, looking to do that thing that NRG actually did to them once.
Divide. Spot out. Stealth drone going to be going forward, and Mona finds the enemy Vice off the rip. Storm forward now. Curveball going to be getting a catch with a saturate as well. Put them here around the corner, but it's going to be something in Jing.
Nice.
And Ethan with the stun will be able to find Envy. Explosive round, but damage will be found here.
भाई आप मुझे boost कर दे emote कोई भी 2 bundle gift नहीं चाहिए.
Brock thought about bringing in the Odin on round 3. Thinks better of it. Even how that one went. Correct's gonna go for the outlaw with something. Want to punish those half armors.
Oh, वो इससे मर गया भाई NV.
NRG off of this, so even though there's some damage done, Still quite a bit of economy behind this, even if they lose this round.
For the moment, they're continuing to lean away from this A site, which is exactly where the Outlaw is at. I think for Paper X's sake, they would want to be splitting, jigging something apart. Meanwhile, Seiken is going to be contained here into the corner, flushed out into the open, and Kiko is able to collect that elimination. Devi having to back away, but this is Salvo at his feet, something at the same time. Watching the approach from main as Kiko will be able to find Brock with a nano. Not exactly what they had in mind. Dust settling. It's going to be a 3v3. Two of the players tagged up in 15.
Oh, bhai.
Now Paper X has to try to spread the map to get info, re-clear some space. Figure out what the heck is going on in the map. They do ping out the waterfall, aware that could be a pressure point that Kiko may want to explore. Leave something with that Outlaw. And double up on A. I like it. So, you know, something probably good for at least one with that Outlaw. Back out. Just has the clone left for utility. Envy still full stacked with his, but down to such low HP.
Kiko now going on that approach. Jing pushing back on the angle. Some poke and prod. 30 seconds remaining. Not many options to try to go on a pivot here as there's the elbow spotted and there's the king. The kill handed over to Jing. Swoop out. Something finds a shot. Mana down. Now just to try to see if he can get some more damage in. Maybe even just a plan for the ult charge. Swing in down. The timing's going to be perfect from something. Gets himself a 3K as Paper X denied the bonus conversion.
Yeah, that's huge for Paper X. Their money was going to be in tatters if they couldn't get that one to go, and energy was going to be flush. So they're able to keep their economy very stabilized. Jing's going to get his first ult of the game.
भाई यार आपके जितना अमीर होने के सपने मेरे.
Oh no.
It's a bit unfortunate there.
Yeah, it happens.
That's fine.
Something, yeah, exactly what you need out of him. Stability with the snipers, something that
मेरा हो गया
is
तुमसे
gonna be
bro.
called upon
चल
time and time again, and he's been getting so proactive in the voice comms for Paper Rex. Now, let's see if anything amounts out of this early blaze wall. A couple smokes from both teams being thrown, but quickly dissipated. Paper Rex just going to concede that space. Didn't feel comfortable, try to challenge, and they're making a great decision there with a 4-stack of NRG. But so far they haven't committed off of any of these early A pushes. It's been rewraps, it's been change of directions, change of thoughts. Now you do have the Cosmic Divide off of that orb, so.
It's going to be invested immediately. There's a Jing, run it back, going forward. Only going to be finding a smattering of damage. Snaps back, but something will be able to find Ethan. That's the spike now dropped. Takes that gate crash out at the same time. Mana set forward here on the point, pushes to the backside. He's able to catch Jing off guard. Nebula now dissipating. Forsaken diving around the corner. Has to go for the reload. The double face forward here. The jump out. It's going to be Forsaken and Envy with one apiece. And now the spike again stranded. This time at the stairs. Kiko unable to fight his way through. And Brock fully flashed up. Cannot escape either. Just the one casualty on Paper X's side as we get tied up 2-2.
What a great response here. Being patient, not over-committing. Getting the info off of the run it back. Yes, Jing does die. Amada's kind of cheeky little lurk through the cubby. But that's it. They've got the setup waiting there, anticipating that maybe there was going to be a change in direction. So that's a good read from Paper Rex, doing their homework. Yeah, that seems like the coach is even pretty happy with that one, that their players remembered. I think something they showed them. Now you got weak buy, only classics and a bandit.
Oh, and Ethan burning to death. Already down to 30. Wants to try to get some extra charges towards that Armageddon, but will be forced away. Says, this is my spot. My orb.
It's the one thing about this composition for Paper Rex is that even on the defender side, you can be extremely proactive with those orbs because of the Phoenix. Wall does end up revealing NRG's presence there. Now Devi try to set up a little bit extra utility at the front. Something good for one.
Nice
one.
one.
And this might have NRG feeling like they're a bit boxed in. Outlaw on one side, Mystery on the other, over towards Art. Unable to find Ethan. Won't take much to take him down. Something will have the peak, have the shot. Now has the dimensional drift as first 2 shots end up going wide. Devi going to be overwhelmed. Scuba able to find him with that bandit in hand. Something now closing the gap. Gets himself another 3K with that shorty. Scuba give the weapon.
Oi.
Trying to swap this out for something with a little more oomph against the armor. Can't make a go of this. This would be a massive clutch. Shut down the momentum build up from Paper Rex.
तुमको कौन बैन किया?
Around the corner with that Odin at the
बोल
ready.
दे
Your
mod.
answer is going to be yes. It does not connect.
शरद
Able to find the
क्या
headshot
हो
on
गया
the
भाई?
Jing.
इसको
This
बैन क्यों
would
कर
be
रहा
an
है?
ace clutch if
कुछ
you
गलत
pull it
लिख
off.
रहे हो तो
Getting whittled
obviously
away
कुछ ना
at
कुछ
smoke
हो ही
falling.
जाएगा.
Then Forsaken will deny him the
मेरा mod ऐसे
opportunity.
ही कुछ बैन नहीं देता
PaperX
भाई.
now in the lead.
Yeah, it's really nice to see something having some success with those snipers. If he can heat up, you have to feel like this PaperX team is destined for great things. He's been struggling at times throughout this year, and I watched a quick little interview with him and Wendler, or not an interview, but a little kind of candid camera moment. And Wendler was just saying, your time will come. I love the way you're getting active in the comms. You're calling rounds. You're calling some of our rounds that close out maps for us. Keep that up, and your play will come eventually. You're just too good. See if he can continue the momentum there. Back off some of the players this time around. That back and forth for this A long control. PaperX has had some good ideas for it, keeping arc control. And it is another rewrap from NRG, so it just feels like the longer this takes, the more that PaperX might kind of consider swapping back to B. We've seen them be pretty good about matching the pace of the rotations.
Potential wobble combo though available, that conversion paths with the Armageddon. If you can find the right setup, could just absolutely devastate the ranks of PaperX.
That's true.
For Mata for now, playing alone. Does have full armor, so not going to be an immediate risk. And yeah, he'll get tagged down to 10, but he finds the kill onto something. Go at the same time, just baiting this Vice ball. We'll just go ahead and back away. Players getting clustered now over towards Shop and Club. Once again, some pressure being applied from that Art side. Meanwhile, Devi looking all the way forward. He's in a very committed position. He's unable to find the elimination. Just some shots on the Ethan Scuba down 36, but it's a two-player advantage now for NRG.
30 seconds left.
Given the tools they have for the post plant, this would almost certainly be them tying things up.
1 2 3 4 5 मार अरे लॉल भाई एनवी तू ओ शिट 4 सेकंड नाइस वन
Clean up 2 kills, but down to 10 HP himself. Jing going to have to do a lot of the lion's share of this heavy lifting. Molly forward into the Nebula, goes diving in. Brock able to cut him down to size.
भाई तू
Oh my goodness, looking for another ace clutch.
एंटी रे 4 सेकंड भाई
but he cannot find the win.
भाई सबसे जॉड बंदा 4 सेकंड ही है भाई PaperX समथिंग भी था समथिंग का नहीं चल रहा है पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है क्या हो गया कितना ऑब्वियस है ये तेरा अल्ट अकाउंट है भाई अगर तू बूस्टेड है तो उसमें क्या गलत है कुछ गलत नहीं है यार होते हैं बूस्टेड
Oh my goodness. Love the mid-round adjustment here though.
मुझे कोई और बूस्ट करता है मैं दूसरों को बूस्ट करता हूँ होता रहता है भाई गेम है अरे करो
some mid-aggression, something
भाई बहुत हेडशॉट भाई वो टरेट के ऊपर से हेडशॉट कैसे मारा
finding it. Kiko down.
Nice one.
Lockdown now, gained in death. Brock's still going to be one away from a Hunter's Fury, so there's still plenty of ults to be feared here, but this time it's Forsaken with that Odin in hand, spamming through. Just finding some damage to start. Kills eluding them for the moment as Jing. Gunbarrel is going to be spotted. Mana is quickly able to collect that one as Forsaken frantically tries to backpedal, but now the Hunter's Fury is tracking him. Finds the first pulse, looking for that third. He tucks away at Flowers, doesn't get caught. Envy trying to scale forward, trying to flush out Ethan, turns his sights back over to main. He's managed to find Brock. The spike drop for a moment as Mana swings around the back. Sending out the convergent paths, but not connecting onto anyone. Armageddon now going to be sent out, something able to avoid it.
मेरा ult भाई मेरा ult नहीं है you're just saying because both are gaming no let me enjoy the game bro अरे सुन ना गोगो तू enjoy game enjoy करना chat छोड़ दे ignore stuff कुछ गलत लिख देगा मेरा mod है देखने के लिए कुछ गलत लिखेगा तो भी मैं पढ़ नहीं सकता भाई मेरे को यहाँ शो नहीं करता YouTube खुद बैन करता है वैसे चार्ट्स को और बूस्टेड ही तो बोल रहा है ठीक है ना अगर उसको बूस्टेड लगता है तो ठीक है भाई you don't have to prove your word to some useless people simple as that chill
like maybe with that man advantage PaperX
मम्मी पापा ने नहीं सिखाया था क्या अपना फोकस ऐसे जगह रखो जहाँ पे वैल्यूएबल है चूतिया तो कुछ बोलते ही रहेंगे उसमें क्यों तुम पढ़ रहे हो मैं खुद नहीं पढ़ रहा तू भाई गोगो इतना क्यों प्रेशर ले रहे चिल करना भाई
Now you're going to get a timeout here for PaperRex.
अगर आप कुछ कर रहे हो ठीक है तो आपको 100 में से एक बंदा वो होगा जो हेड फैलाएगा और हेड भी चाहिए भाई हर जगह से पॉजिटिविटी लेके जाओगे तो फिर मतलब वो एकदम से अजीब सा हो जाएगा तो दोनों चाहिए बैलेंस करने के लिए नेगेटिविटी पॉजिटिविटी
One of the things where you hit though, looking at the Coinbase win condition, is just how many ultimates had to be invested in that round. They go into that one, they lose Kiko early, he gets the lockdown in death, they're able to gain the other 4, and they had to commit all of them.
Nice one, but 8, 8, 2, 5, 3, 8.
At the end of the day, Alex might not be
इसका
balling
kill
too
नहीं है,
much
देखो ना
given what
यार.
they were able to get out of NRG.
Something मार
given
रहा
that
है,
they
but
have
nice.
2 more ults of their own, getting ready to
Something
be
for
cycled
second,
up.
NV का नहीं चल रहा, Jing भी नहीं चल
That
रहा
would be
आज.
concerning is that you invested the
Let's
Vice
go,
ult in that
attack देखते
previous
हैं.
round and it was just stalled out. You know, by the
NV
Armageddon and some
मार
other
देता
stuff.
almost.
So, I mean, that
हाँ
was
रे.
the only kind of
वो पता नहीं अभी से ओडिन शुरू कर रहा है भाई अजब बंदा है लॉल या मम्मी पापा पे पापा के क्यों जा रहा है मैंने आपको थोड़ी ना बोला भाई मैंने उसको बोला गोजो को बोला
Marshall for something and again go for that long A control but it's looking like just Ethan on his own. It's going to come down to maybe something in Forsaken here. See if they can work some thrifty magic.
Again, just that early salvo.
कोई नहीं है कहाँ जा रहा है
Trying to apply some pressure, but Jing
ले लेना नाइस वन अरे
What? Absolutely annihilated.
दो गए
Massive kills from Scuba. And now a wide
कैसे
open B site. Prime for the taking. NRG.
मुझे वो शॉट देखना है भाई कैसे मारा
Even if this does somehow start to get dicey, they do have that lockdown.
He's had some nasty ones.
मुझे वो शॉट देखना है भाई क्या मारा भाई उसने लॉल
Hitting at times today. See what they can do.
It's like every time he falls off Abyss, he just gets stronger and stronger. Rex just want to try to see if they can put a dent in NRG whatsoever. Cash is still not really ballooned out of control for him, given how scrappy some of these rounds
nice
have
shot,
been.
Ray.
Solid shot from Indy. The time is very much starting to get away from them. So trying to make an actual go of a thrifty here. Impossible from this point. He will just scoop up that outlaw, see if he can put some more damage in, but he will not be rewarded from that. So 3 players dead to the spike, and NRG now up 5-3.
Yeah, it's just simple things now for NRG. Haven't showed any just kind of pacey, long B aggression.
Your mod deleted my message.
Absolutely.
तो उसके पीछे कुछ reason होगा भाई.
Hitting some good ones.
I support my mods.
He's 10-4 now. Perhaps, let's see. Forsaken, Envy have their ults. Kiko, like you mentioned, has that lockdown. So it's going to be a battle for that A control to try to tuck it in that cubby. You only have Envy and Jing here. Try to make a go of it. Early, again, salvos there. Deny Jing that space. Mata happy to take it. Try to show some presence potentially. Trick PaperRex, but beating this okay. So is
NRG 5-3 यार. But NRG का pick है. But okay.
Now just the spot on the enemy Phoenix. Drone did get attacked, so they know that he's going to be close enough by. Meantime, oh man, what damage onto Divine. 10 health remaining. Those managed to safely back away over towards Secret at the same time. Envy going to be forced away. Rerouted through Waterfall. 4 players clustered together. 4 PaperRex to try to stem the tide of this approach, but now the lockdown's going to be invested. That covers damn near everything. Hunter's Fury, however, going to be invested.
Lol.
We'll be able to get clear of that.
Nice one, Envy.
Going for the tap. Spotted the clone. Turn of the flash. Something trying to swing his way out from Secret. Finds one, but then Mata will be able to shut him down. Jing now refilling that space. It's going to be Divine. Up from Flowers to find a kill on the Scuba. Flame wall in, another curveball behind this. If he finds a kill, it will give him another run it back.
Let's go.
Take it down though, as the trade comes in.
By 30 HP यार.
From Envy's kill, and now Jing gone as well. So just Envy and Forsaken.
Odin के against लड़ना पड़ रहा.
2v2. That Odin ever so deadly on the opposite side. Envy should be absolutely screwed, and he is. And Forsaken somehow survives that burst.
Let's go. Left.
Now it's going to be needed.
अबे लमाओ भाई.
Finds the timing. PaperRex just cannot keep track of this waylay. NRG up to 6.
Yeah, they're doing such a good job of taking space, of being patient, throwing you a look, taking a pause.
Your mod deleted my message. That is why you are a small fan sub player. That's fine. Make me mod, I'll show you. Nah, bro. You don't deserve that.
Mata has been really elusive with his positioning. it's definitely got Bonkar fired up.
I think he's happy.
I think he's doing good.
I think he's pretty chill.
Yeah.
Just a chill old guy. Find themselves in a very nice, advantageous position now. Forsaken holding close.
Nice.
Taps
Mar.
A little bit of damage. Jing playing on
Arey
the back of
marta
this. It
bhai.
screens. This is a triple firing squad setup from Paper X. And NRG goes swinging into. Ethan now working his way back over to this position. Would need an ace clutch. There's the first. See just how much more he can find. Money is not great for Paper X, so the more kills he gets, the worse off it's going to be for PRX. But Jing will bring it into this one. 3K for the Phoenix. Paper X looking to try to make this 6 and 6 at the half.
They're able to finally stop the run, and it's just a good read. And there's even an outlaw in the mix for NRG, and all of Paper Rex was at half shield, so if anybody had gotten hit by it, they were dead. Instead, they were all ADS'd, just tapping away. So again, just whoever called this for Paper X, I'm not going to assume anything at this point, considering what we've been hearing in their comms. That we get a chance, but
bro, Goko demo dono laga.
Really nice read on, a lot of conditioning here from NRG that they want to go A, that they want to contest A early.
Pre-barrier drops mostly been in the hands of Forsaken, from what I've been told.
Usually.
Sarat.
Him, but who knows? Only one
Something at times has been doing
उसने गलती से कर दिया होगा भाई.
Kind of curious, but anyway, ADATA does have another convergent pass. And with that, run it back. Get some value out of it. Forsaken still sitting on a cosmic divide, and this time.
But मैंने अभी just notice किया Phoenix है. Okay. क्या बोल रहा था? Ban तो मिलना ही है.
There's only Scuba with that half armor. Something going to be lingering right on the edge of the Cosmic Divide. Drone up over the top, looking for the spot. Just quickly tuck away. Just get ping revealed, but NRG, 5 players forward, now ready to get that plant in play. Still have the convergent paths for the post plant as well. So run it back, gonna be Pop. Jing just jumps right in on top of Ethan, managing to find that kill. Does get snapped back, but gets his team the player advantage now expounded upon. His mono will fall. Divide storming forward through the halls, able to find Brock. Jing
nice.
Scuba, but finds
Nice one.
And this time it's Devi's turn to come up with a 3K. The fuse is there, can pass it over for the
अबे यार मुझे क्यों ban किया? मैंने तो कुछ नहीं. गलती से हो गया रहेगा भाई. वो spam कर रहा था ना शायद. इतना सारा मैसेज लिखा गया उसने. क्या लिखा था?
He's able to draw 3 barrels of NRG towards him. Look at that. There's 3 of them watching him, and that opens up the space for Devi to go and clear back alley. Absolutely nails it.
KYS का मतलब क्या? KYS का क्या मतलब होता है? मुझे क्या पता?
It's kind of one of those things you have in your back pocket as Paper Rex that you can
no idea, bro. क्या होता
है? भगवान जाने. Difference maker in some of these rounds. You even get the Cosmic Divide out of NRG there. Paper Rex looking to try to tie this up 6 to 6.
For a damn strong half for them. Now, still thrown forward, stands around.
Lol,
quite able to find this one. Envy under pressure is Mana. Punishing him for going to the
भाई GG लग रहा है. Nice one भाई. 4 seconds तो जॉड है भाई. भगवान है तू Paper X के लिए.
Now suddenly 3v3. Kiko to the rescue, finds the punish.
Oh, I googled.
Cosmic Divide, a non-factor in this round, but the dimensional drift still in hand for
होगा भाई कुछ तो क्या पता.
A little bit of a change up here. Paper X not going to hold back like they did on the bonus. They're going to get proactive. Ethan still holding the line, but now starting to drift out. And speaking of drifting, it's something goes into his, wants to check, wants to clear. Just going to catch the, oh, he didn't catch the backside, but that's good enough. Negative information enough to get them going. And there's a wall here.
क्या मारा था? हाँ ना भाई, वो बहुत ही गंदा मारता वो मतलब.
Finds himself a third. And it is now just something.
जी भाई मतलब attacking निकालना पड़ेगा.
They want that tied up score line. Lockdown going to be invested. Kiko out into the open.
Oh, nice
the
one.
Shot, but still has to try to clear this one out. They're stacked up. He thought he had Ethan. Takes him down to 5 HP, but cannot confirm the kill. 7-5 NRG. Managed to find themselves with
Check it, bro. Google it.
Exact same score line as it was the last time they
मैच
played.
enjoy कर रहा हूँ. मैं क्यों किसी और का ये
Starting the
सुनूँगा?
defense, they get 5. NRG gets 7. Is this comp change going to have more oomph to it on the attacker side for PRX?
Gonna have to see what kind of legs it does have with the Phoenix back into the mix.
ये वाला shot नहीं पड़ना था.
That it's still going to be deadly, but
बड़ा round bro. रुक जा भाई. तुम्हारा attack हो गया ना. अभी Paper X का attack देख लेंगे. बाद में बोल देना water round bro.
More crazier scenarios. Let's go ahead and get ready to send it down. Then we've got a special interview standing by. PaperX is here, so of course she is as well. It's Jing's mother, Pearl.
Bro, you won't believe it. What he said. मुझे नहीं करना भी नहीं है, I believe. जिंग को गुलाब लड़का है भाई, 2 फूल.
I'm loving the Santiago crowd, and I love to be here as well.
Perfect. Y bueno, dice que obviamente está
मम्मी कितनी प्यारी है ना जिंग की.
Le encanta también toda la gente que está acá apoyando acá en Chile y que simplemente ha
Jingo,
sido
jingo, jingo.
increíble. Ahora también quiero preguntarle qué piensa cuando la gente
एक ये 4 सेकंड है और एक अपना वाला.
What do you feel when you hear the crowd
क्या मतलब एक अपना वाला?
your son's name and also rooting
Lol.
for PaperX?
The crowd in Santiago is on another level. They are really, really good. Yeah, amazing crowd.
Ya la escucharon, le encanta a la gente, le encanta el público y simplemente es impresionante estar aquí gritando. They're screaming for Jing.
Let's go boys. We got this.
Como última pregunta, si tuviera que darle un mensaje motivacional a su hijo en este momento para poder dar vuelta al mapa.
What dot?
So now, this map is pretty close. What would you say to your son as a motivational message in this moment?
If you know, you know. पता है. चुप रहे.
I want to win this map. This is my name. I want to win this map.
अले.
Next one.
Definitely, that's perfect. Y bueno,
Next map तो भाई अपना ही है. ये वाला जीतना है.
y finalmente eso es todo lo que tenemos por la
Let's go,
entrevista.
let's go.
Thank you very much for this interview. This is all we have, but the game continues, so stay here because we have more.
जिंगू. जिंग अपनी मम्मी की तरह दिखता है, पता है.
A win on Pearl for Pearl. Let's see if PaperX can make it happen. You mentioned it just before we threw to the interview. Same scoreline, the first outing here at Santiago between these teams on this map. How much different does it look now that they swap over to this attacker's side?
Yeah, and I'm very curious, like, PaperX having some trouble dealing with the Waylay still, trying a little bit of a different approach. On this attacker side, are they going to be able to...
अभी भी जीत सकते हैं, पता है, सिर्फ 2 ही लीड है भाई, आराम से जीत सकते हैं.
Red hot. Kiko hit a nice one there at the end too, so you've seen some really good individual stuff from NRG. Obviously, we've seen it from PaperX too, but I think NRG's been just a little bit better.
इससे भाई टर्रेट नहीं टूट रही. हेलो, you all good my friend? Hello.
A little bit of extra effort there, but Mana worked all the way forward just outside of club.
Lightning first कौन से टीम में है अभी नहीं पता. No idea.
He's just gonna have to back away. Does not have a refract setup to take him to safety. We'll just try to frantically backpedal. Nebula there to cover his escape, and just to make his way over to back screens unscathed.
It's taking a long time for PaperX. This is opening up the opportunity for that A lurk.
Bro, your YT is good.
So
Yep, YT is always good.
Really difficult for PaperX if they're not able to clear this efficiently and quickly, because it is not going to be long.
There's that gate crash. Let's just connect, but he is still just situated, tucked away. Manages to find one. Kiko finds it with the Sheriff. Brock looking for a kill from on high. Kiko, however, ends up getting bogged up.
3v3, but एक बंदा low है, something बहुत low.
12 HP, and the
Something.
Look at the strike. Takes a while to find Envy there with the frenzy. Divine turning, however.
Love you, Divine, love you, bro. Sexy मारा भाई.
Position noted and
nice one रे. भाई क्या था वो frenzy वाला. कसम से अगर उसके हाथ में ghost होती ना, तो वो दोनों को मार देता भाई. Frenzy spray करनी पड़ती है. बच गया भाई.
They're done. They're screwed. This is over. Great. You get one with the trade, and it's Kiko who finds another. Then Divide just goes crazy with the Sheriff. Sure, why not?
Divide भाई.
So lucky that Ethan takes forever
वो
with that
last season भी मतलब भगवान बना था. इस season भी भगवान ही है भाई वो.
Love the way NRG reads.
But इस season NV थोड़ा अच्छा चल रहा था. अभी पता नहीं इस मैच में NV की पता नहीं हवा पुश हो चुकी है. वहीं 4 किल पे बैठा तब से.
PaperX, they thrive in those kind of situations.
अजीबोगरीब प्ले कर रहा है और कुछ भी कर रहा है वो मतलब.
Full classic cell looking for that mid.
Nice one, lovely. Jing. चुपचाप बुल्ला उठाओ उनको मत दो. ओ दिवाई आ गया बस पीछे. Nice one.
Mata and Scuba. To see if they can get some additional damage in.
That ice wall to watch your flanks.
They're just pumping the brakes. They're just waiting for them to come pushing into Art. Well, Forsaken around the back.
Wow.
Spots the other and something.
पता है उसके इधर. Let's go, Divai. 7-7. We are winning this map, bro. We are winning this.
Yeah, that's really big for Paper Rex. Able to keep
We're not gonna lose
over.
this.
Economy's gonna be flowing. Jing's ult's gonna be in the mix. He gets 2 huge kills.
बढ़िया खेला लेकिन मिड पे. उसके शॉट क्या कनेक्ट हुआ है भाई. Phoenix.
Something tees up Divide. It's been quite good. I mean, you've got 4 players on Paper Rex.
इनका अटैक कॉम्प है अच्छा है बट. दो फ्लैशेस 3 फ्लैशेस है. उन पे एक भी फ्लैश नहीं है. भाई उन पे एक भी फ्लैश नहीं है. नोटिस करा तुम लोगों ने? पेपर एक्स पे 3 फ्लैश है भाई. Phoenix was unexpected in jail, हाँ ना. नोटिस करा गोको ओपोनेंट के मतलब लाइक एनर्जी के टीम में एक भी फ्लैशेस नहीं है भाई. उनको बस नॉर्मली अपने एम गेम खेलना पड़ रहा है. जबकि जिंग आके सब उनकी बैंड बजा रहा है. ओह डिवाई कर सही कर रहा. और एक वन मोर.
Another curveball going to be lobbed in, but the timing is off. Ethan able to collect the kill. Envy going to be taken down at the same time as Brock finds him back over here on the side alongside Kiko. Suddenly it's just Forsaken. The Bulldog in hand, looks for the ADS in, but Kiko a little bit faster on the draw. Cleans it up. Bonus conversion going to be denied. NRG once again find themselves in the lead.
Yeah, NRG
हाँ बट क्यों नहीं लिया उन्होंने
really
फ्लैश? नो आइडिया. क्या सोच के खेल रहे पता नहीं. उन्हीं का मैप पिक है पता है. पर उन्होंने एक भी मैप फ्लैशेस नहीं लिया.
They're able to get the better of the trades with the extra player there. Ethan wise to push the advantage.
I think KJ का स्टार्ट कर रहे थे वो लोग तो नहीं लिया.
And on site, really well held. So big round. NRG.
KJ के स्टार्ट के लिए फ्लैशेस जरूरी नहीं है. KJ का टरेट तब इन्फो दे देता है और मार सकते हो. जाओ ना. इन पे इन्हीं कौन है? इनवी है. अबे सामने दिला भाई मिड दिला ड्रोन कर कुछ कर. मैं देख रहा हूँ एंटर के वक्त एनर्जी फ्लैशेस डॉज कर रही है और कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं है भाई. एंटी फ्लैश नहीं, एंटी फ्लैश ही खेलना पड़ेगा. काउंटर फ्लैश नहीं है उन पे. उनको सब पता चल गया केजे के साइड जा रहे हैं. 3 मिड है पता है उनको. भाई मिड कहाँ पुश किए वो लोग. लॉल. Divai has a nice angle.
Divai on alert and he does. He did trip it. This is all so well thought out here for Paper Rex. They have found their space quickly over.
भी पूरा काली मिल गया फ्री में.
Quite able to find the punish there. Would love to get that kill on the Scuba, but look, there's still 3 players working around this side of the map. As the plant gets ready to come in.
Nice one.
Looking for that suppress. None going to be found. Something now. Staring in. Link position. Outlaw in hand. Trying to see if he can get a catch, but looks like Mata advancing into this spot. Does have that full armor. The gun barrel going to be spotted. Needs the double pump. Finds it. Mata going to be struck down. Something jumps back over to safety. Player advantage established now for Paper Rex. Look to tie this up yet again.
Here comes Divide.
Jing and hauls the push forward, but the judge going to be outdone. Jing able to find him now. The curveball swung around in, and Kiko turned that so damn fast. As the body block comes in, trying to deny the grab well. The defuse held up the half. Swing out, Kiko lets himself a third, but now it's just Ethan alone, and Divide still here on the site. Cleans up the last 2.
Let's go.
Makes it 8-8, and he doesn't run away. Doesn't hold on to the gun. They still get the round win.
This is such a beautiful setup for Paper Rex, able to keep Divide safe for so long for that lurk. Ends up being the difference maker. This as well, this nice position that something takes. That forward angle cuts off so much of that oomph in the retake by taking Mata out.
Great for Kiko though.
Kiko's been really sharp. I mean, everybody has been.
Divide going crazy.
Players in the server are locked the hell in.
Nice. चुप रहे. Nice. खेल चुपचाप. 4-5 किल पे बैठा है दल्ला.
But
trying to contribute from range. 6 assists apiece, but there's going to be timeout call now for NRG, the first of this map. Go into the Coinbase win conditions, see what the buys are going to be looking like, and as you can tell, it's not too great here for NRG. Could buy down a little bit lower than this.
5 किल पे बैठा है भाई, लिटरली उसको कैरी कर रहे हैं लोग। एमडी 5 किल पे है, समथिंग 15, डिवाई 15, 4 सेकंड 13, जिंग 12, सबने मारना शुरू किया। इसको तो इस दल्ले को देखो, 5 किल और 10 बार मारा, कुछ कर ही नहीं रहा मोटा।
See what they want to do. I think that, you know, overall NRG makes really good adjustments. I mean, that was the reason this series was as close as it was, because both these teams make phenomenal adjustments off of what each other is doing. Let's see if Paper X this time going to be looking to be super aggro for that A main orb. Meanwhile, again, both of the initiators going to be there.
5 से ज़्यादा तो आप भी कर लोगे probably.
NRG, but
हाँ, इस मैप पे तो भाई उससे ज़्यादा मार लूँगा मैं। रिवील ही ऐसे करता हूँ, मार दूँगा आराम से मार।
Three-player lean back over towards this A main position. Orb going to be grabbed up. Ethan 2 charges away from having that Armageddon online.
Something again with the Outlaw. Nobody probably going to give him much of an opportunity.
But look at this rotation swing coming through.
Again, no contact today, and they're expecting Paper Rex to just quickly go to the other side of the map, so they're trying to match that space and pace. But it turns out, TP over from something, and should be able to work this out pretty quick,
something
I would think.
मार लेगा ये।
Rotate now, and Paper Rex is still slowly approaching the site. Gives an opportunity for NRG to try to pick them apart, get some early damage in. Maybe they pass the spike plant over to Jings, the ultimate online, but instead he's just going to be taking point, working his way over towards Secret. Something is making noise. Just jump up through the window. Oh, the shots end up going wide, and Jing going to be stunned up here into the corner. Mata trying to swing it around the back, but it's still going to be Scuba coming away with that kill. Now a weapon handed over into the hands of Ethan. This is where NRG can thrive. This is where they can find these thrifty wins. Going to be invested just to take the one rifle out of their hands to push forward into the smoke. Brock going to be taken down. Mata dead as well. Scuba finds another Divide now, eliminated the Cosmic Divide. Going to be invested. NRG, they want this round win. Hunter's Fury going to be sent down. Kiko tucked away into the corner, able to find the one, but something shuts him down. Scuba finds a third.
Nice
Hunter's Fury will clean him up. It gets messy. It gets chaotic. Envy doesn't survive.
चूतिया हो गया क्या वो? आगे जाके मेरा गन
get for NRG.
It really is. That's a phenomenal round for NRG.
Get 2 ults out.
Yeah. What?
ये Phoenix फोगड़ में मारा भाई.
Whereas, if you watch Paper Rex, you're going, why? Why are we doing this? Why is Device ult used?
Just to take the one Phantom out of the equation.
He's just laughing.
2 ult गए, दवाई का ult गया.
Don't care in the world.
Man. As Paper X plays,
ये लोगों ने साइट लेने के बाद जो प्ले किया वो अच्छा नहीं लगा मेरे को। साइट आउट नहीं खेलना था ना, क्योंकि उन पे लाइक लो बाय था। साइट के अंदर ही खेलना था। पता नहीं क्यों बाहर गया। ऑप है उनके पास, माड़ा के पास ऑप है।
Maybe even thinking twice about this, but no, they will still look to try to commit forward onto the A side. Cosmic Divide going to be used from Forsaken. But now you do have that lockdown available on the back end, given that Envy committed with the Hunter's Fury in the previous round. This has to be respected.
Oh, fuck.
There's no way to clear it.
पिछले में राउंड में उसने अल्ट यूज कर ली ना.
Just backing away, back in the main. Something.
Look at Mata. Oh, there's a corner there.
Tiny little tuck away, and Mata.
माड़ा का बच गया 12
for the taking. Does get killed. Diffuse, however, going to be held up to half. Ethan tagged low. Scuba holding the stairs. Forsaken now gone. The smoke falling. Kiko flushed out. The Diffuse is being committed to, and Ching cannot interrupt it. A nail biter of a round once again, but NRG they keep it neck and neck.
भाई ये लोग साइड के बाहर क्यों खेलते हैं यार? पता नहीं चलता.
Starting to find their tempo.
अंदर घुस के मारो ना.
Kind of a 1-for-1 in the backside. Divide actually gets flushed out of mid here by the op. Even though that gets taken down in the long run. Scuba again, absolutely going crazy. Bails out his IGL there before Jing can get a handle on the spray. Now you're going to have huge ults for retake or whatever you want to do here. That combo you're talking about in play as well. With the convergent paths in the Armageddon.
इस बार तो खेलना पड़ा ना अल्ट की वजह से. हाँ बट अल्ट करने से पहले उसको घुस के मारते ना. पूरा सिटी का कंट्रोल मिल गया था. इन्होंने छोड़ा.
A little bit more diligent about this mid space. It's going to be the outlaw though for Mata.
पर ठीक है उनको ऑप तो निकाल ली.
Get the turret around the corner as Jing once again grabbing up that orb. 2 charges from the next run it back. Looks like
Save round है lol.
Late linger. Check around A, trying to keep them invested on this side of the map as the drone does go through.
Hold Kiko.
Rotating back, but the call is there from Ethan. Who himself is also shifting around. Get some eyes more on this mid position.
Nice one for second.
That stealth drone through waterfall. Checks over towards the art side, and this is going to give them a hell of a lot of info.
Yeah, now they should pretty well know this is starting to lean B.
Mata trying to assess which side he needs to be watching, and he chooses correctly. 2 kills found. Forsaken and Jing both going to get picked apart. Some damage onto Kiko, but still living, still breathing, still able to fight here for NRG. Skate Crash goes forward, something works his way back, screens. Go here on the corner. Manages to find the first, but cannot get the transfer over to Mata. Just be a little bit of damage suffered as Divide. Trying to lurk up, trying to catch him off guard on this swing, but instead just faces in towards 2. Scuba's still going to be good for it. Time is gone.
इनवी चल क्लच करके देगा मान जाऊंगा तेरे को.
Needs to die and shall. Mata with a 4K gets NRG up to double digits.
Starting to hold the line. Don't have to use any ults there. Going to be sitting very pretty to try to counter Paper Rex in this one. Paper Rex is going to have their dimensional drift. I think Alex wants to talk about how you can avoid these ults, how you can maybe bait them out a little bit.
4 kill ले गया वो.
Try to work the map a little bit more. Going to be 1 away from a Jing run it back, so that's something you have to consider here as well, because there could be
Alex
punish.
भर इनको पूरा भर. मैं तो कहता हूँ गाली दे जो करने कर. भर पूरा भर. पहले एनवी को भर. पकड़ पकड़ के मार दे. खुद ही कर रहा.
Something to consider, I suppose, but it's just really good holds now from NRG, starting to really gum up the works when Paper Rex wants to get into mid, get a little bit of space, just being really patient, really cautious with it. And that angle that Mata found there off of that smoke was crazy good.
Feels like from here, if NRG win out this round, break the economy, once again a Paper Rex, they are going to be well slated to close this Pearl out once more. I believe 13-10 the score line, the first time that they met here in Santiago. They're going to be looking to try to make that a 13-9. They have so many tools.
It's frankly a scary round for Paper Rex. There's so much to consider. There's so much to worry about. Feels like anything you try might be dangerous. Wall up over at B though. 3 players there for NRG. Let's see what Paper Rex wants to do. Early util from the Tejo.
Again, this is the salve of the orb grab just to deny this out of the hands of Paper Rex.
They're
so concerned about a push out somewhere. They just guessed kind of incorrectly.
A lot of pressure now on Forsaken, it feels like. Convergent paths at the ready. Could just tuck to the right to try to dodge this one. Goes into the astral form here behind the pillar.
No, Astra.
If he gets caught. Oh, this could be the round. Taken away. The saturate will connect as well. Mata with a headshot. Rest of the team now forward onto this A site. Mata going to be scaling in from behind. At least giving that a consideration. Rex trying to take some space. The reveal out onto Kiko, but the punish not going to be found. He's able to stay alive. Back going to be lobbed in. Envy, however, the one to fall on Kiko. Denies the ult from Jing. Vi only able to find the one so far as Ethan will fall, but Grok quickly trades it back. Turn to the curveball, and Kiko cleans him up. Just something remaining, and he cannot take down Scuba. NRG with 4 players surviving bolster the economy, and they get 2 rounds away from closing out Pearl.
Dude, I think Kiko's turned every curveball that Jing has thrown at him. He has been incredible at dealing with this Phoenix.
This
is just brilliant. The way he uses those smokes against Paper Rex, he gets right ahead of that run it back, knows exactly where it's going to be popped from, and skirts the side of it. And now they've got all their ults still. By the way,
haven't had to use these 4 ultimates to contend with on a rougher buy. 3 Guardians, a Bulldog, and a Phantom. Damn near all half armors. only real silver lining for PaperX in this position is not an outlaw on sight on the other side.
I mean, they've just been so good at dodging a lot of the util, taking control of the extremities. They've always seemingly got that early long A control, and instead of trying to re-clear it, PaperX is just kind of trying to force the issue somewhere else on the map. Armbot gonna get tripped by the clone. PaperX is just gonna really fully commit to this. I mean,
the drone's coming their way now.
Yeah, NRG's just dug in.
Spot out at least 2 players.
Timing.
Setting out the stun, the Hunter's Fury now going across. Jing gonna be struck down to Scuba, finds the kill, and Divide cannot avoid Brock's ult. Spike on the floor, NRG. Looking to take this up the map point with relative ease. Saken now, pressure building on him. They'll spot him to 1. Has the 1 tap. Nice back towards Flowers. Shots, but Ethan just on the opposite side, not getting caught. Spike at the same time is slowly being ushered by something towards the B site, but Mata still sat there, patient as ever.
Hasn't moved a muscle.
30 seconds left.
And I don't know if they're gonna read that at all. Looks like Forsaken doesn't read that Ethan was still tucked away in dugout. The kill found, the footsteps now to be heard. Likely to be the last one standing here in a moment as Mata goes up and over the top, and it's gonna be a nice little, how you doing? The round is over. He cannot recover it. He cannot fight his way back into this. He'll put some damage on Mata, forced to refract. He gets his hands up in the air. But Envy will just stay tucked away. Double dash to avoid the shotgun as well. NRG. Showing no mercy, not giving them anything for free as they reach map point.
It's just too one-dimensional from PaperX, and you're putting yourself in a really good position for these ults of NRG to find value, whether it be the Hunter's Fury, could have been the Armageddon, could have been the Convergent Pass. I mean, the Convergent Pass on the other side of the map, but any of those ults are going to devastate you there in art.
He got him. Don't kill him.
Now once again, another poor buy. It's a glass cannon for Divide. Some rare contention of the same main space. PaperX have been just conceding this over to NRG for the last several rounds. Now we'll look to try to shove them back and make them think that they're once again committing towards this A side of the map.
It is kind of shocking. I mean, when you have a Phoenix, that long A should be very much under your control. Kind of spotted.
I think they've genuinely just been concerned that the tools already available for NRG on the other side to actually have the punish.
Yeah.
When they were running this previously and they were dominating, constantly being able to grab up every single orb, that was without a Teo in the meta. Mata now, push forward, eating a bit of this damage here from the Nano Swarm.
Nice one.
And well, he gets tagged up, so he ends up eating a hell of a lot more. Nice one. Kiko, his second friendly fire kill with a Nano in this map.
That
ends up being costly.
अपने वेले को मार दिया.
They don't fall for it quite enough.
It's a smart play. PaperX just kind of gets a sense of it and they spam out some shots.
Sabotage कर रहा है टीम को.
Not really either of them's fault. Recon gonna be set.
I think Mada is a best player in
spot out onto a couple. Kiko, however, still able to find a kill before getting traded out. Seems like PaperX still yet some fight in them. As Brock will fall.
Let's go.
A dangerous round to start, but PaperX managed to persevere.
मत चुदाप करो guys.
Gonna bolster the weaponry. So once again reach 10 rounds on Pro versus NRG. But can they go further? Because there are still these 3 ults in the hands of NRG.
For sure, and NRG actually going to call their timeout now. It's gotten up to 10, and Bonkar says, okay, I've got something for you guys now. It's just pretty good. Just slow aggression, using that Cosmic Divide nicely. NRG goes for something cheeky. You can just laugh it off. Coaches can't, but the players can.
दे रहा होगा बहन के
It doesn't end up working
तुझे
out.
किल चाहिए तो बोलना मैं दे दूंगा.
You've just been able to hang on to these ults
माड़ा
for
भी
so
like
long.
भाई तुझे किल चाहिए मैं दे दूंगा तू मेरे को क्यों मरवा रहा है.
You're probably going to get Kiko's ult in the mix somewhere in the next round or two.
Yep. Oh, it's almost guaranteed.
Yep.
Take him having to go from multiple saves, not finding any kills.
Exactly.
To be able to make that happen, so. Should be able to have it in view one away from having that Hunter's Fury as well to try to counteract it.
I think इस chair पे मैं 4 बजे से बैठ रहा हूँ शाम के 4 बजे.
What do you think the odds are they actually save it for that?
पूरा
I
रात
think
तक बैठा
0.
हूँ.
Oh yeah, very low.
10 घंटे almost बैठा हूँ मैं. 4 बजने वाले lol.
Forsaken will just say like I bet there's someone.
Yeah, you
halls.
Yeah, just go ahead and rip it.
Let her
rip it in me. We don't have any info there. Who cares?
Steel Garden in hand here for Divide. Does that have them lean in towards doing a fast exec? It's starting to look like yes, but still trying to get a real solid read on what PaperX is going to look to do at the start of this one.
Yeah, you have to kind of wait out the salvos almost no matter what. Just can you get a follow-up behind that?
Jing will be one away, so certainly does want to get this orb for himself.
And now they finally kind of try something a little bit different. TP something a little bit faster. It was a little bit of a delay there from Ethan. Kiko spotted out on the back and dugout.
As the orb handed over. Envy, of course, gets that Hunter's Fury online. Late lurk. Forsaken still back over in mid.
Gonna have that wall again at window by spawn.
Oh, there's the Hunter's Fury. It's gonna be let loose, looking for a straight tag. One more pulse. Comes up short. Buys some space, but nothing more to be found there. Kiko now. Slotted forward at Secret alongside Ethan. The players making their way over. Forsaken slowly creeping down towards Waterfall. Some warning shots from Brock. It's the angle for now being watched. Forsaken about to swing out to his demise. No! Manages to find Mana! It was Astral Form from Scuba! Setting up the ultimate. Forsaken comes up with two. That's massive!
Okay, Jing, he's re-clearing that.
And look at the health. Brock down so very low. Just 70 between the two remaining players. Kiko this time, under with a full turn away from the curveball. As Brock will try to back away, but Divide will deny. PaperX going further than they could the first outing versus NRG. They get up to 11. Now looking to take this into overtime.
This is going to be interesting. Gonna have that run it back. I thought I was right there with you. I thought Forsaken had screwed the timing somehow, some way. And then I love that extra layer that PaperX adds to this. Something they haven't shown is a second layer to the lurks. Jing goes for it. Really, really heady stuff there for PaperX. Finally able to make a good adjustment. Brock's gonna have an Odin. There's a three-man push here. Trying to control A long. And Virgin Pass at the ready. Something, actually TPs, fakes TPs forward.
Yeah, it's ready to send if that stealth drone sees anything, but it does not. So we'll be able to retain the ultimate for now. Still have that wombo combo, and Kiko now has a lockdown to boot. PaperX will have no good way of trying to clear that out.
Just gotta throw bodies at the problem.
Brock ready with the Odin. The push forward immediately gets the denial on Jing's ultimate. One less thing to be concerned about here for NRG. PaperX look to get themselves into the post plant. Dissuaded once again. Has to back away. Envy tagged up the 63, tapping, trying to see if he can get some more util out. Positions. Plants just in front of Halls. Doctor at the tower. Some damage on the Brock, but nothing more to be found there. The lockdown now in play. Divide needing to try to push his way forward on this flank, and Mana taken down before the Saturate can connect. A critical kill to be found for PaperX. Still, though, the Armageddon online now going to be invested, shoving them all the way back, and Scuba scaled forward, catches Forsaken off guard. Divide now joining in, Brock burning down, taken out, Jing has him with a volley. Thorns now as well to continue to delay on this defuse. Envy finding one, Envy finding two! As PaperX find themselves in OT.
Somehow, some way, PaperX with everything stacked against them, ultimates galore for NRG, and they still get the job done. Winning some big battles. Divide goes up to 20 on the map. This one's huge, right ahead of the Saturate. What balls to go for that reswing there. Absolutely ridiculous. And then they all just group up and it's a firing line. Unbelievable, unbelievable.
Had an OT to round out the first series. Now we're just gonna go ahead and start this one. An OT on Pearl. No glass cannons in sight. Something just with that Vandal in hand. It's Jing sending out that volley once again. The concuss there, and Mana gonna take some damage. Not too much. Fortunate that he has that vulnerability while he is snapping back with the refract. Otherwise, he would have been a little lot worse off.
Live puts the wall here, trying to give them a little bit of an early warning system. It's a quick pivot from PaperX, expecting NRG to kind of do what they normally do.
It's not going to be that early of a warning system. Drone now going out, the stealth drone coming through. Vada forward over the wall. Kiko boosted up on top of it, trying to get an angle maybe over that smoke. Divine now going to be flushed out, stunned, taken down. Scuba able to find the first blood here in OT. Just a quick grab, well set up to try to dissuade and stop the plan from coming in. So far, it has worked a treat, and Energy are now considering maybe a full rotation as they get locked off by this blaze wall. Could just cut back across towards B, which Forsaken is absolutely considering and trying to get ahead of. Looks like they're just going to pump the brakes though. Kiko still in such a committed position. Try to play in with numbers, so they will just go ahead and slowly start scaling their way back in from that art side.
30 seconds left.
Just feels like they were testing the patience of PaperX. Here they go.
Plant and play. Jing taking down Scuba with another NV pushing forward. Is able to find Ethan. Finds himself a second before getting traded, and Kiko there to bail out Brock. Forsaken now. A 1v3 to try to find this opening round. Just playing in behind the turret, swings in, reads it gorgeously, finds that headshot, doesn't eat any damage. But can he manage to separate them? Forsaken makes a go of it, but Mana stands just a bit taller as NRG back up to map point.
Yeah, it's just NRG just pushing A the whole way, something they didn't do a lot of